Prep. Ball will get it inbounded. We find it to Ward here in the right corner. Three on the way again from Bird, and he knocked it down. 2 threes in a row for Trezon Bird. Verplanken will get the ball on the inbounds pass. Look for help. Finds it from Herrera. Attacking the rim. Goes up. Layup no good. Ward got good defense on him, but Herrera chases down the loose ball on the rebound. 35-30. Lead cut to 5. It's a 12-point lead at halftime. Marambo, a 24-footer, rimmed down. And the rebound comes down to Bird. Up the floor to Ball. Pushing. Layup no good. Second opportunity, though, and he lost it out of bounds.
I'm not sure why they didn't call that foul. There was definitely contact there.
He has to not dribble that ball. He's got to just go right back up with it. Bird to Marambo, stolen away. Ball, layup good.
That press is actually getting into Tees Valley. They're doing something they haven't seen in a while. Not breaking this press. There we go.
Pass to Herrera is stolen. And a timeout called. Stolen by Bird, and the timeout gets called. 35-32. Ryan Arrowwood with a little bit of a look on his face saying, guys, just calm down, and a full timeout called by Tennessee Prep. Wow, what a run here.
Hey, they started getting into that press, and that's something that Tees Valley. See, the thing about Tees Valley is they're usually they work off of the rebound. They get the ball down the court before you can actually set up your defense, and they actually get the highest percentage shot that they can before you set up your defense. Now, in this press, I'm not exactly sure who your ball handlers are for Tees Valley. They're actually exposing something that I didn't really see last night, and I'm actually looking down this roster. I'm not sure who the primary ball handlers should be for Tees Valley at this point.
Well, I think Jones has done a good job, and is it for Verplanken? I think he's been by committee possibly in the early going, and they've tried Herrera there as well, but nobody really a true point guard out of that trio. So I think you're right on the nail there to talk about the weakness of Tees Valley. Now it's an 8-1 run to start the second half by Tennessee Prep. Trigger underneath their own goal by Johnson, who's back into the game. Justin Johnson. He'll take it back after he triggered the inbounds pass. Top of the key, gives off to Bird. Bird, with 3 fouls, gives off to Ball at the top of the key. Now, with the ball is Denver Jones. Jones driving from the right wing, goes to the top of the circle, and now back to the right wing. A 3 on the way by Bird. He missed it. Tap, and a loose ball picked up by Marambo. Verplanken picks up his dribble, goes to Herrera. They've got to hurry to get across the line here. And they do. Herrera at the last moment able to get across. Marambo, top of the key, drives through the left side. Herrera thought about the 3, and 3 seconds in the lane called against, I believe, Davis of Tees Valley. Quickly inbounding is Tennessee Prep. They get the ball into Jones. Jones kicks it out, threw it away. Wanted to go to Bird, threw it too far outside of his reach toward the half-court line. And the sloppy turnovers start to show back up.
Well, now it's going to be a fatigue issue in this second half.
35-32, Tees Valley, but they led by 10 at the halftime break. It's an 8-1 run to start the second half for Tennessee Prep. 12:35 to play. Verplanken gives to Marambo, back to Verplanken on the give and go, and a foul called on a hold. And I believe Bird may have picked up his 4th. And that's the 4th foul on Trezon Bird. He's going to find a sub. Gadak will come in for Bird. Gadak himself has 3 fouls. And Marambo gets the inbounds pass. Going to drive into the lane. Little underneath move won't go. Tipped out, and Herrera there for the basketball. Tees Valley will keep it. Picked up his dribble, though, needs help. And he finds up top Jones. David Jones between the legs and to the left wing. Now driving into the lane. And a foul reach in from the backside. As the drive was being made, they get Justin Johnson, with his first foul. Inbounding will be Marambo. on the inbounds pass by Ward. Christopher Ward got way up with that foot. Inbound comes to Herrera. Left corner, trying to get it to Verplanken and stolen. And Jones to the other end, and a foul, and the bucket.
And one.
And it's good. And the foul is going to go against Verplanken. That's 3 on Verplanken. Shiflett will come in for him. And this could tie the game. To the free throw line, Jones. He's not been there tonight. This is Denver Jones, the 6'3 junior. And the free throw goes. It's tied up at 35. An 11-1 run to start the second half for Tennessee Prep. Here's a shot from the right side, no good by Jones of Tays Valley. Long rebound, kicked out the ball. He's in the front court already, and a layup is good. 10 points for Damian Vaughn. Marambo will go up the floor and find Davis. Davis picked up his dribble, gives to Jones. And Marambo around to the left side. Wants to hand off. It's just going to find Shiflett. Shiflett lost it, but got control back and gives off to Jones. Into the corner to Davis. Baseline drive. Got away from his defender, and the ball stolen by Ward. Stepped right in front of Marambo to get it. Off to Baugh. Baugh stops, throws it in to Ward. Ward around Marambo. Layup no good. And Marambo able to pull down the rebound. Good defense by the big man. And you can tell he's getting a little bit winded, Spence. Jones into the front court, getting a screen from Marambo, and here's Jones to the rim. Layup missed it. Rebound, though, by Davis, and he got the layup.
There's no way Davis should have got that rebound. That man was standing behind the arc before he came actually into to crack the board to get that rebound, put it back up.
David Jones now with 16 points, leads everybody in this one. Those were his first 2 in this half. Tied at 37. Drive by Jones of Tennessee Prep. Shot from 12 won't go. He was outside of the elbow on the right side, and the rebound pulled down by Tays Valley's Jones. You can see a little bit of the energy coming out of the balloon. And Jones' layup won't go. Tip, no good. And a rebound foul called against Tennessee Prep as Jones got hit in the face. They're going to call the foul on Jones of Tennessee Prep. That's 2 on Jones. And going to the free throw line is Jones of Tays Valley. Sophomore David Jones, listed at 6'6". Athleticism. Doesn't look like a sophomore, does he, Spence?
Not at all.
He'll get 2 free throws as it happened on the tip going back to the rim. Good free throw. Tays Valley back in front. They lost the lead momentarily, but get it back after the free throw by Jones. And again, this is David Jones. And the second free throw goes down. He has got double figures now with 11 points. And 39-37. Tays Valley back on top by 2 with 10-11 to go in the game. Drive from Ball. Stops, shoots from about 9 and got it.
That jumper's pretty.
Tough shot, and he got it to go just inside the free throw line. 12 points for Ball. Shiflett double team, gets it up to Herrera, Marambo, and now Davis into the front court. Layup good. Probably should have been and one, but didn't get the call. Ball quickly to the other end, and a jump ball? No, they're going to call a foul and a push in the lane as Ball got to the rim. And they call Marambo for his second foul.
He did. Help that now. I'm with you. That's a foul.
Ryan Arrowwood, the coach of Tays Valley, a little upset with the officials. 41-39, 2-point lead for Tays Valley. Ball gives it in the corner to Jones. Back to Ball. They play catch on the right side of the floor. Right in front of us here at the scorer's table. Now Ball. High screen, didn't use it after Ward set it for him. Ward has played, he didn't start, but he has played most of the second half, starting this half of ball with 9:20 to play now. Taking their time, the Diplomat Lions of Tennessee Prep. Jones has it. This is Denver Jones dribbling against Herrera and giving off to Ball, right side. Now a move from the free throw line. Goes in, layup, no good. Couldn't creep it over the rim. And the rebound comes down to Jones, getting it up to Herrera of Taze Valley. Herrera into the front court, picks up his dribble. Ball stolen. It was Ball stepping in front, and the dunk at the other end on the run out by Gadak. First points of the second half by Gadak. Shivlin up the floor to Davis. Marambo. So they try to break the pressure. Herrera, double team, gets to Jones. Now Marambo, center of the floor. Jones again. They'll set up the half court. 8.5 to play. 41 all. Offense has been tough for Taze Valley in the second half, and another steal. Justin Johnson, layup won't go. Rebounded by Jones. Johnson did everything he could. It just would not fall. The net caught in the rim. The officials haven't seen it. Jones over his shoulder to Marambo. Top of the key. Back to Jones for three. Left wing. No, sir. And the rebound tapped around, taken by Gadak. Gadak up the floor with Ball getting in the mix. And now Jones on the layup missed it. Nice defense by Herrera. He faked the aggressive defense and then laid off. Jones on the hop step. Can't get it to go. Tapped around and taken by Ward. On the floor is Jones, but he'll get up in time as Ball taking his time to get the ball up the floor. For the second game in a row, we had a team take a big lead in the first half, only to have the opponent come in and take control in the second half. The foul is called an offensive foul against Tennessee Prep on a screen. Against Taze Valley.
Illegal screen.
Or was, no, yeah. That was against Tennessee Prep. Yeah. I'm confused by the officials' motions there for a moment. 41 all and a timeout called. We'll keep it here. I'm going to get a clarification on that foul here in just a second. I can get somebody's attention. Not sure who that offensive foul was called on.
Well, Ryan Arrow was just glad the foul was called because he's been asking for quite a bit of time, what is somebody going to call a foul for something? Getting a little physical out here in this game.
The offensive foul?
It was not an offensive foul. It was right 15 who tried to push through the screen.
Okay, push through the screen.
I got the explanation from the official, very good official, by the way. It was a foul on Taze Valley for pushing through the screen, and they give the foul to Davis, his second. So it will be Tennessee Prep basketball. And he explained to me, he said, I gave the wrong initial signal, and that's where I was confused as well. Glad to have you with us here in North Myrtle Beach. The action of the USA Prep National Championships, second semifinal game at the boys varsity level. Dunk inside. Wow. Gadak. What a pass from Ball. And Tennessee Prep with a 2-point lead. The pressure on. Shiflin gets it up the floor to Herrera, and he breaks the timeline. And now a turnover? What's the call?
That's what it looks like. Foul.
Offensive foul on Taze Valley.
Woo, on 23.
That is Herrera, his first foul. A push-off as he went up the right side of the floor. 7:10 to play, and a 2-point lead for Tennessee Prep. They have the ball. Ball goes over to Jones. Back to Ball. He's in the center circle, so way outside. Looks to go over to the side, does. But it's Jones coming back to the center circle. They're going to take some time here. Gadak to Ball. Around the perimeter they go. Screen set up high. They go inside, throwing it away. Ball wanted to go inside to Ward, but Ward didn't break to the rim like Ball thought he would. And it's a turnover. Give it back to Taze Valley. For Plankin back into the game. He has the ball, gives to Shiflett. Shiflett still in the backcourt, now up the floor and across the line to Davis. Davis bumped by Ball, goes inside, layup no good. Fouled by Tennessee Prep. And I think they're going to get Ward on the foul call. That's his second. 6:26 remaining to play, 43-41. Tennessee Prep a 2-point lead. The free throw line is where we find Darius Davis, the 6'4" sophomore, the leading scorer in the game for both teams. If he hits these 2 free throws, he can hit the 20-point mark. Getting ready to check in for Tennessee Prep is Trayson Bird. We'll see who Bird will be stepping in for after this first free throw. See Bird right there. Titus Fozard on the camera work tonight. He and his crew have done a fantastic job. If you're watching on the USA Prep National.com website, appreciate the hard work these guys are doing. First free throw comes off the mark by Davis, so he'll get a second. He is 2 of 4 from the free throw line tonight, and it is Johnson that Bird is checking in for. Trying to get it to a 1-point game, and Davis hits the second free throw. So now with 19 points for Taze Valley. And he was shooting a 3. I thought he was getting a third free throw. Harold Rayford wants an explanation. I'm kind of confused myself. Was he shooting a 3-point shot? They're going to say he was. Second free throw does not, or third free throw, does not go down for Davis. So only 1 of 3 for Davis, and it remains a Tennessee Prep lead, although it's only 1 point now, and Ball will bring it into the front court. Goes over to the far side of the floor. It's a high screen from Gadak. Doesn't use it. Gadak will reset the screen. Ball just backs out, though. Davis about 6 to 7 feet away from him. Not giving him much pressure right now. Under 6 minutes to play. Ball is happy to just dribble it out in the corner. This reminds me of the old North Carolina Four Corners days. Now Davis creeps up a bit, and he'll pass cross court. Ball to Jones. Back to Ball. Double team. Jones now again with it. Double team. Back to Ball. They play catch near the timeline. 3-pointer on the way from Bird. Missed it. Long kick. Taken by Ball. It was tapped out by Gadak. And now the pass stolen. It was stolen by Christmas, who snuck into the game. And Christmas will go up, and a goaltending call?
No, blocked by Ward.
Blocked by Ward. It'll be blocked out of bounds and remain Taze Valley basketball. Marambo will trigger, finding Davis inside, knocked away from him and out of bounds again. So Marambo will just switch sides of the goal that he's inbounding underneath. Shiflett in the corner, foul. And Bird has just fouled out of the game.
I think that's 5. Yeah, that's 5.
Foul on Bird, and it was a cheap one, too. Not one you want to go out on. And coming back into the game is Justin Johnson. So Justin Johnson checks back in. Bird is gone. He is done tonight. He has 9 points on the night.
And he was their sharpshooter from outside, too.
Marambo will re-trigger, getting it into Verplanken, who's re-entered the game. I'll get my re's right here in just a minute. With it is Christmas. Krishan Christmas inbounds entry pass to Marambo. I can't talk. And knocked away. Taking it was Gadak. Gets the ball up to Jones. Still a 1-point lead for Tennessee Prep. 5 minutes to play. Low-scoring affair. A lot of turnovers in this messy contest. Taze Valley, a huge favorite coming into this one. The USA Today top 25 team. Timeout called by Harold Rayford, the head coach of Tennessee Prep. And we'll see what he comes out of the huddle with here momentarily. 4:45 to play in the game. 43-42 is your score. A 1-point lead for Tennessee Prep. Again, Taze Valley a monster favorite in this one coming in. But we've already seen an upset in the first semifinal, as we saw Legacy Early College take down Hillcrest Prep. Hillcrest the favorite in that one, and they were outscored in the second half by 22 to get Legacy into the championship game tomorrow. Please join us tomorrow starting at 1 o'clock for all championship game action. It's 5 championship games in a row tomorrow here on Sports Radio America. Please join us for all that action. Championship Saturday at the USA Prep National Championships. We love to have you as we call the action here. That guy over there is Memphis Spence. Appreciate what he's done for us tonight as well. You see where we are set up right next to the scorers table, as this will be our vantage point tomorrow for all the action on Championship Saturday. Officials conferring about some of the things that have gone on here in the last few moments of this contest, but there's no denying who the big performer on the floor is in this one. Taze Valley has had 19 points from Darius Davis. He is leading all scorers in this one. The leading scorer for Tennessee Prep, 12 points for Damian Baugh, just what you would expect from the Tennessee Prep team.
Yeah, Damian Baugh has to actually take more control of this game, though. I expect him to shine in this last 5 minutes.
Baugh across the timeline, double teamed. Shiflett, Davis, but they lay off, and he'll get the ball to Ward. Stolen. And it was knocked out of the hands of Baugh. He has an argument, and I think Shiflett may have touched that.
I think you're right.
Inbounding against pressure to Verplanken, middle of the floor. Trying to get help, finds it from Marambo. Marambo to Shiflett across the timeline. Verplanken drives in, kicks it into the corner to Jones. And now Marambo for 3, top of the key, off the mark. Picked up by, loose ball picked up by Jones of Tennessee Prep. Last touch by Verplanken as it went out of bounds. It'll be Tennessee Prep basketball. Substitution coming in is Jones. I thought it was Jones earlier, but it was actually Christmas that was in the corner. So Jones, Christmas, Davis, Shiflett, and Marambo on the floor for Taze Valley. And for Tennessee Prep, they'll go with Johnson, Gadock, Ward, Jones, and Ball. Ball touched last by Tennessee Prep, goes out of bounds. Another turnover. We've had somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 turnovers in this one throughout the course of the game. 4:01 to play. Tennessee Prep just trying to hang on by their fingernails with a 1-point lead, and they've had that lead for quite some time now. Marambo down to Shiflett in the front court. Right corner, dribbles away from there, up toward the center circle and gives to Jones. David Jones dribbles to the right side of the floor. Wants to get it to Shiflett, can't. Shiflett at the floor. Loose ball, everybody diving for it. Held possession.
Good hustle.
And the possession arrow favors Taze Valley. Oh, wait a minute. The official is saying a timeout was called by
Ryan
Tennessee Prep, and I don't blame him. I do not blame him. I don't think possession was held long enough for the timeout to be called, and I think that Arrowwood has an argument here.
He said he called a timeout as well, and he didn't get the timeout. Both people had possession, and he called a timeout. Both of them called a timeout, but somehow it was granted to Tennessee Prep instead of Taze Valley.
Belcher is going to check back in for Tennessee Prep. You see the huddle, and they're going to say no timeout. The possession arrow will give it to Taze Valley. They're explaining things now to Harold Rayford in the Tennessee Prep huddle.
Yeah, that's kind of, here he is discussing a play out of the timeout. He goes into the timeout, he comes out of the timeout, and they don't have the ball.
Save it and tell your players to use that play at the other end. 43-42, Tennessee Prep a 1-point lead, 3:36 to play. It'll be Taze Valley basketball. Shiflett will trigger. Looks to get it in. Finds Jones. Ball is on him in the backcourt. Jones cautiously makes his way into the front court. Top of the key, between the rings, picks up his dribble, goes to Marambo inside. Spin move in the air, foul call.
Marambo is such a load to handle inside that tank.
Is that Gadak? It is, and that is 4 on Gadak.
4 on Gadak.
So going to the line will be Marambo for 2. He was 1 for 2 from the line there earlier. First one good. That'll tie the game. He can give his team the lead. He has 6 points overall in this one so far. Nothing from the field in the second half, but he hits the second free throw, gives his team a 1-point lead. Ball will take his time. You're not seeing the aggressiveness we saw from Tennessee Prep in the early part of this half that got him the lead. Jones, double team, gets it over to Ball. Ball drives, free throw line, throws it into the lane, picked up by Gadak. Now
take that up.
Over to Ball, and a loose ball picked up by Marambo, and he's fouled from behind. Falling on the back of the leg of Marambo was Ward. Johnson will check back into the game.
Are they in 1-1? Are they 1-1?
I'm not sure. I've not seen a signal yet from the officials. It will be Taze Valley basketball. It is not the bonus. So no free throws after the foul in the backcourt. A little moisture on the floor they're having to take care of once again. Belcher checked in, but now is coming back out. And Johnson into the game for Tennessee Prep. 44-43.
1-1. Wait. 2 shots or 1-1?
And it's a two-shot situation. We're in the double bonus.
Wait a minute. Did we skip 1-1?
Could we be? And it's possible that we could be. There have been a lot of fouls in this half. So it's a 2-shot situation, and Marambo hits the first.
Wow.
He is 4 of 5 from the line here in the second half. He doesn't have a field goal in the second half, but he has 8 points now and can get to 9 here, giving his team a 3-point lead. Got it. 3 minutes to play. 3-point lead for Taze Valley. They got there on the free throw line from Anderson Marambo. Ward to Jones. Kicks it out to Ball. In the corner, Johnson. Underneath. Jones missed it. And the loose ball picked out of midair by Christmas.
Marambo.
And Marambo will bring it into the front court, giving it to Jones. Taze Valley has just been a little bit cooler down the stretch here, Spence.
No turnovers.
Marambo on the drive, and they're going to call the hook. He's done that a couple of times.
I jinxed him.
And he finally got caught. Third foul on Marambo. 2.5 to play. That keeps Tennessee Prep within 1 possession. There's a pass underneath from Belcher, finding Ward. Loose ball, standing on the end line. It was picked up by Gadak, but he was on the end line, and it's a turnover, and Taze Valley will get it back. Now with the ball is Jones. Working against Jones of Tennessee Prep, getting it up the floor. Didn't see the pressure that time from Tennessee Prep. Down 3. Shiflett into the lane. Works away from the elbow, back to the left wing. Kicks it out to Jones. Under 2 minutes now. Jones, top of the key 3. Got it. That's a big time shot. Huge. And it's a 14-point night for Jones. Lead back to 6. Lane shot no good by Belcher, but tipped up by Ward. Ward's first field goal is a huge one. Cuts the lead back to 4 with 95 seconds remaining in the game. 49-45, Taze Valley. They have the ball with Jones getting a screen from Marambo. Marambo goes to the left side, does Jones. Passes to Davis. 3 ball from Christmas. Got it.
Christmas wants to go to the championship.
First field goal from Christmas is a 3. And
what a gift.
Pushes the lead to 7 with 1:16 to play in the contest.
What a gift by Christmas to this Taze Valley team. Hitting that 3-pointer, putting and extending the lead to 7 with only 1:16 left.
The last 3 to 4 minutes of gameplay have been owned by Taze Valley since the free throws of Marambo, who hit 4 in a row to give his team just a little bit of a lead. And now a 3-pointer.
Ryan Arrowwood is a very good coach. You can see the discipline of Taze Valley going down the stretch. They look a little bit more disciplined late in these games. They look a little bit more poised to actually finish out some of these games.
Krishan Christmas hit that 3. He's a sophomore, 6'5", ice in his veins. He does hold one major offer. Do you know who it's from? You lived there at one time.
Louisville.
DePaul.
DePaul in Chicago.
Absolutely.
Look at that.
Inbound comes to Ball. 115, counting, 52-45. They need points. They need them in a hurry. Ball
There
kicks it
it
out
is.
for a 3.
No.
Jones, too strong. And it goes out of bounds off the hands of Davis. So Tennessee Prep catches a break. They'll keep the basketball.
They need points and points in a hurry, Jim.
I thought Ball was going to drive and get aggressive to the rim. But he kicked it for the 3. Here's Johnson, who's a little bit of a sharpshooter too. Drives the lane. Layup good.
There we go.
First bucket of the night for Johnson. He's got 2.
55.
Jones will kick it up the floor to Christmas. Into the front court to Shiflett. Shiflett has
Oh,
it knocked
look at
away. But Shiflett got it back.
Wow, that's hustle.
45 seconds. No foul called as Jones went underneath. Layup missed. Rebounded by Ball. Up the floor. Snowbird. Belcher. And Belcher has 6. Timeout. Tennessee Prep.
Well. What do we have here? 3-point lead now by Taze Valley.
Last 4 points of the game has been scored by Tennessee Prep. That last one a layup by Belcher. And
I think you have to come out of the timeout with the press.
the first points of the game for Justin Johnson. 4-0 run for Tennessee Prep makes it a one-possession game. 52-49 with 38 and a half seconds remaining in the contest. The reset here, the possession arrow favors Taze Valley.
Harold Rayford has to come out of this timeout with the press. Taze Valley's been vulnerable to the press all night long, and they've gotten some fortunate turnovers out of that press. They're going to have to come out with the press. 38 seconds left. You don't have to foul right away. But if they get into the half-court line, then I think you have to take the foul.
I'm looking to see if we can get a timeout situation. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment there, Mr. Spence.
Diplomats coming out of this timeout. Looks like Harold Rayford has these guys poised. I think they go back into this press and see whether or not the Lions of Taze Valley can beat the press.
So this timeout situation being explained to me, there is a half of a timeout or 30-second timeout for Tennessee Prep and 1 full and 1 half for Taze Valley. So there are timeouts remaining for both teams. Shiflett gets it in quickly to Marambo to
Beat it.
for Plankin, and now to Jones. They get up into the front court. You got to foul now. Oh, stolen and then knocked out of bounds. From the backside. Jones didn't see Jones coming from the backside. Knocked it out of bounds, so it stays with Taze Valley. Just a tenth of a second under 30 remaining. Plankin gets it inbounds. They go into the corner to Shiflett. Shiflett, double team. Looking for help, calls a timeout. Shiflett, the defense was getting to him, and Ryan Arrowwood right next to the official. The head coach called the timeout. Ryan Arrowwood played college basketball.
Please stand by for this special presentation of the iMedia One Network on the Live 365 Network and the Live 365 app.
City View Sportscast is proud to bring you Mineral Ridge Rams football on the Madurix Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week. And now from the stadium with tonight's call, here's Matt Lipsack and Matt Emsch.
Number 45, Christian Dunlap. Number 50.
The Friday night lights are shining in Lowellville, Ohio. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Madurix Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week tonight here on City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network. We have the Mineral Ridge Rams and the Lowellville Rockets. Welcome into Paul Menachini Field, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Lipsack and Matt Emsch here with you, getting ready for this Mahoning Valley Athletic Conference Scarlet Division matchup between a couple of powerhouses, both teams coming in at 4-1. And Matt, before we talk about tonight's game, I want to revisit last week's dominating performance by the Mineral Ridge Rams as they downed the Waterloo Vikings 47-12. And if you don't know about Ian Erb, he had 6 touchdowns last week, 206 yards rushing, 59 yards receiving, and 25 yards passing. That's a decent night at the office.
It is. Before we get started, though, I wanted to give a special shout-out to Harry Bittner. He and his family are really going through some tough times. Mr. Bittner is very sick. We just wanted to let you know that we're all here for you. Your family loves you. And if you need anything, sir, you can come to us. We're here as family, too. Going back to the game, absolute domination. Offensive line, open holes. Again, I love to say this, but look, there's an ambulance right there at the end of the field. You could have driven 2 through some of the holes they made last week, and he took great advantage of it. Obviously, 5 touchdowns rushing, 1 receiving, and he also played quarterback a couple times as well. They had no answer. He was a man among boys, and their defense played extremely well. I'm going to tell you who I was extremely impressed with last week defensively, starting with Brady Balestrino. He proved, everyone knows he's one of the hardest to cover receivers in the Valley, one of the top 3, in my opinion, in the entire Tri-County area. He proved to me last week that he can bring the noise on defense, and he was hitting some people. We're starting to see different shades of different players, but they have an extremely big game tonight against the Rockets, who are going to be looking to do what the Rams did last week, getting back from a loss, trying to right the ship. And if the Rams are going to stop them, they're going to have to play one of their best games so far.
Yeah, Louisville went into Berlin Center last weekend to take on Western Reserve and came out with a loss. The Blue Devils downed them, I believe it was 21-14 out there in the I guess it's the western part of Mahoning County. So we're going to step aside for timeout. When we come back, we will have our Youngstown Orthopedic Associates coaches interview. Matt sat down with Mineral Ridge head coach Brian Shaner, and we will take a listen to that on the other side of this timeout. You're listening to the pregame show here on City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
With over 30 years of experience, Madurix Butcher Block in Mineral Ridge is a quality-driven company focused on great personal service. Our fresh meats are of the finest cut. We make a variety of burgers, sausages, and a full line of deli meats. Using our own smokehouse, we prepare different types of jerky, snack sticks, kibasi, bacon, hot dogs, and bone-in hams. When your tummy needs some relief, call 652-BEEF. That's 330-652-2333.
Jesse's Dairy Cove is the hometown favorite, located at 3743 State Route 46, across from the gazebo in Mineral Ridge. Enjoy all of your favorite ice cream. We have over 32 hard scoop and over 40 soft serve favorites. We also have a large food menu, including homemade chili sauce, sloppy joes, pulled pork, fresh cut french fries, and mac and cheese. This fall, we'll start our homemade cookie and party trays. Visit our website at justicedairycove.com to see our menu. At Justice Dairy Cove, we appreciate your business.
Shining Stars Dance and Baton in Niles, Ohio is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level. Shining Stars would like to wish all the cheerleaders, dance line, band, feature twirler Amira, and players a successful season. Go Rams!
If you love history, head over to YouTube and check out Blogging Through History. Hosted by Mineral Ridge High School graduate Chris Mowery, Blogging Through History visits historic sites to explore not only the well-known figures and events of the past, but also compelling stories that maybe you've never heard before. Chris would also like to wish his niece Amira Emsch and the Mineral Ridge Rams the best of luck for a successful 2023 season. Now back to the Beduricks Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on CityView Sportscast.
Welcome back inside Paul Menachini Field, Lowville, Ohio, for the pregame show. Matt Lipsack and Matt Emsch here with you, but right now we are going to throw it back to Studio Central just up the road in Struthers for our Youngstown Orthopedic Associates coaches interview between my partner Matt Emsch and Mineral Ridge head coach Brian Shaner.
Matt Emsch here with Coach Brian Shaner of the Mineral Ridge Rams on CityView Sportscast. Coach, how you guys doing today?
Good. Done with a good evening of practice, and hoping to get a little bit more healthy going into tomorrow.
Well, we have a huge game this Friday against the Louisville Rockets, who last year had the best season in school history. They lost 3 of their biggest hitters, but they still have 17 returning letter winners. Huge game every week from here on out for you guys. Unfortunately, you guys lost a close one with them last year. Looking to get them back a little bit, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. They're league champs, and they're the champs until, this season's over. And, they're a great football team. I mean, I know they lost, like you said, those 3 big names, but they got guys, man. They're very, very fast, and they're built to win. So, yeah, we're looking forward to this game, and it's one, that you look forward to ever since last year. And, you got to show up and play your best game to be in this one.
Well, you know what? To get to this week, you guys are 4-1. Obviously, not to forget about last week, but you guys took care of business last week. If you just want to give us a little quick rundown on what you guys thought when you watched films about how your team performed last week, getting ready for this week.
I was proud. We played a lot of freshmen last week. We are a really dinged up football team, and those kids really stepped up, especially on our O-line, to do what they did to free Herb to run the ball the way he did. We're going to need that kind of performance again. Was it perfect? No, but kids to step in and get their first time starting against Waterloo was fantastic for us, and we got to keep building on it. And again, I love our football team. We got to get blessed with some guys coming back in that, but we coach these young kids really hard, and they're ready to go, and they're hungry, and that's nice to see. And again, they had a great day of practice today, and we got to finish out the week really strong. And again, we got to get some guys back, because Louisville, I think they're a loaded, dangerous football team.
I agree. And, one of the things that me and my partner, Matt Lipsack, have talked about week in and week out is, the blessing that you guys have had, taking some of these teams behind the woodshed and getting these younger guys in.
Yeah, I agree. And again, my hat's off to the coaching staff, because my guys, they coach really hard. And it don't matter if you're a senior or freshman, you're going to get coached really hard every day. With high expectations of performing well and doing exactly what we need you to do for us, the program, to be successful. So they buy in, they do what we ask them to do. And again, we throw some young guys in the fire, and sometimes it's by the luxury you're talking about, and sometimes it's by necessity. And last week was necessity, and they did it. And, they're going to have a repeat performance for us, this week. And, we'll see how we do. But again, I love our guys. I love the way they approach the game. I love the way they play it.
And we do too, watching and calling the game on them. Switching over to Louisville again last week, their first loss, 21-14 to Western Reserve. Obviously, they're going to be hungry, looking for a bounce back. Looking at their offense, Coach Mamula has, he lost Vinny Balone, but he's getting, I believe it's his little brother in Michael, who is in charge of that offense. Can you give us a quick rundown of what to expect from that offense, and then comment on that D as well?
Yeah, there's just speed everywhere. We knew last year, it was going to be, the big Balone leaving and Panofsky and the big tight end and that. But when you go into an off season and you know that Louisville has their entire offensive line back, you got to say they're going to be a good football team. And I'll be honest, I didn't know how good the younger Balone was till track season. And he's a great athlete. He's a great track kid. And they've done a great job of making their offense like a track meet. I mean, they got guys running everywhere. And, he's the general of it, and then throw number 7 out there, wide receiver. He's just an absolute dude that we always have to know where he is. And again, they're like a track team on a football field. So their offense, if you don't contain them, they're going to score a ton of points. And, you brought up the game last week. Reserve did a really good job of limiting big plays and being in the right spot for the right situations to kind of contain them. And then, Louisville's defense, they've been phenomenal all year. I mean, I don't know where they've struggled. And it's a great task for us. I mean, we're going to really have a measuring stick out to see where we are heading in the second half of the season. And, in this league, there is such parity this year. There's not a down team where you think, oh, we got this one. You got to come ready to play every week, and especially against Louisville, because they're a big play waiting to happen each and every snap. And, again, we got to be prepared. We got to have a great week of practice. And again, we got to keep preaching. We got to tackle, because if Balone, 7, 20, if they get loose, they could take it to the house at any time. And again, Reserve did a great job of that last week. And, hopefully our boys step up and play the same kind of game.
Well, it sure sounds like it's going to be a knockdown, drag-out matchup. We're really looking forward to being there. Coach Brian Shaner of the Mineral Ridge Rams, thank you so much for being here tonight. We wish you good luck, and we cannot wait to see you on Friday.
Thank you, man. Appreciate everything you guys do.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Back inside Paul Mancini Field. We're going to step aside for 60 seconds, and then we will have tonight's kickoff. That was the pregame show. You're listening to the Bedurks Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia Network.
If you are seeking a skilled photographer in Northeast Ohio with experience in capturing documentary-style photographs for various occasions such as family events, weddings, graduations, sporting events, and other special occasions, look no further than Colleen Moore Photography. Accessible via ColleenMoorePhotography.com, or she can be reached at 330-314-7547. Colleen sends her best wishes to the Mineral Ridge Rams for a fantastic season. Go Rams!
SNK, painting your house today. SNK, painting your house
SNK Painting provides exceptional painting and refinishing services to the Mahoning Valley and surrounding communities by being an industry leader in our field, focusing on customer service and delivering extraordinary results. We offer interior and exterior painting, and we specialize in cabinet refinishing with affordable cabinet solutions. Call SNK Painting for your free estimate at 330-505-1910.
SNK, painting your house today.
Experience nature's bounty with Creations Backyard. Elevate your health with the most nutrient-dense foods on earth. From farm to table, sustainably cultivated with care. Grown locally in Niles, Ohio with no chemicals or synthetics ever. Unlock your culinary creativity with Creation Backyard Microgreens. Convenient local delivery and pickup options available. Order now at creationsbackyard.com or call 330-282-7208.
Action Physical Therapy is a locally owned.
All right, just missed the opening kickoff. You can go ahead and roll for initiative. We're underway. Landon Powell boots it into the end zone for a touchback, and Louisville's going to get underway at their own 20-yard line. And, Matt, we didn't get a chance to talk pregame, but this offense begins and ends with Michael Balone, the senior.
Yeah, he is the cousin of Vinny Barone from last year, who's now a tight end, and I think that's a perfect position. You saw how big he is.
He's huge.
6'5". They're going to put weight on him. He'll be a tight end at YSU, already is starting, and this kid's supposed to be good.
They're going to start in the shotgun, and they're going to start by handing it off to number 22, Gino Perry. and he's across the 35 and out to the 38-yard line. So a gain of 18 on the first carry of the game. And Gino Perry, he's already averaging 7.4 a carry per game.
Yeah, and Zach Stacy and I believe Corey Squarey were on the hit that time. Definitely too much to open up the game with.
So ball at the 38-yard line of Ridge. Shotgun again, two running backs in the backfield, two wide receivers, tight end to the left. This time Ballone's going to go on play action. Outruns Basista. Pass line of scrimmage, gets across the 40, and we'll call that the 42 on a gain of 4 for Balone.
And Herb making a nice open field tackle for the Rams.
So 2nd and 6, as I'm sure you heard on the in-stadium speaker, which is about
right by our heads.
Like about 10, 15 feet above our heads.
Right. Yeah, very, very close.
Yep, Matt, if you back up like 6 inches, the sun's on it. Oh, that's beautiful right there.
Thank you.
Shotgun, sidecar right, 4 wide receivers looking left, throwing left,
Knee
and the
down.
pass is
Should be
caught by Lucido.
His knee hit.
Malone's pass.
And we're just going to give it a gain of 2.
Tackled by number 11, Pemberton.
And that was odd. Okay. They obviously didn't see it.
They give the tackle to Ethan Pemberton. So 3rd and 4 for Louisville. 4 wide receivers. Shotgun. They line up in the pistol. And he's going to hand it off. And that is Perry. Gets the first down. As he got to the 49, he needed the 48.
Jonathan Rossi and Ethan Pemberton on the tackle. Dunlap's Repair Service would like to wish Christian Dunlap and the Mineral Ridge Rams a successful season. For all your plumbing and backflow needs, you can call Joe and Noah Dunlap at 330-718-8650. Go Rams.
And in stadium, they announced that as Rivera Ocasio, but I thought it was 22, not 20.
I saw 22.
And here it's going to be Balone with Perry blocking for him and gets the pass away. Did he get a foot in bounds?
I don't.
Malone's pass intended for Dabney was
No.
Incomplete pass right at the first down marker. So 2nd and 10 upcoming for Louisville.
Barb Balestrino would like to wish the Mineral Ridge coaches, team, and especially her grandson a great, healthy, successful remainder of the year. Go Rams.
2nd 10 to 49. Ball at the left hash. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Sidecar to the right is Perry. A little bit of a high snap. We're going to hand it off to Perry. Check that. That is Rivera Ocasio, and he just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Preston Holbrook, Mr. Magnet, covering up that hole real quick. Read that play beautifully. Amy Russell and her family want to wish the Mineral Ridge cross-country team good luck tomorrow at the Lordstown Invitational. Go Rams.
3rd and 10. Ball still at the Ridge, 49-yard line. 3 wide receivers. Shotgun in the pistol. They're going to run the option. Balone rolling right. Now rolling back to the middle. Instead, he's going to try to keep it. He's got his eyes downfield. He throws it out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, Zach Stacy gave him everything he wanted. He chased him probably 35 yards from left to right, and he didn't want nothing to do with him, so he got rid of that ball.
Pass intended for Bruce Brenner. But again, it was about a solid 5 yards out of bounds. So, something that Louisville hasn't had to do a ton this season. They're on the punts.
Good job, Ben, but not break defense that has done such a good job many times this season.
Just allowed 1 first down on the drive. It's going to be Matthew Lucido, who's also one of their leading rushers. He's a leading receiver, I'm sorry, as the punt is fair caught by Ian Erb. Make sure they mark him. Looks like about the... I'm going to give him the 25.
Not bad. Starting position. They could start off with no mental errors. You remember last week, the kickoff, they started off when we got past that, thankfully. No fumble. Just start off that offensive line, just pin those ears back, start to dominate right off the bat. I would run it to the left or the right, either side, especially those inside three. Zach Stacy at the guard leading the way.
Ian Erb's going to start at quarterback. Russell's the sidecar to left, 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. And Erb's going to keep it himself. Off left tackle to the 30 and spun out of bounds. Across the 30. Looks like they're going to give him the 32 on a gain of 7.
That was a counter trade to the left with Zach Stacy and Chase Moore, one of our players of the game from last week, leading the way. 2 big boys, a lot of meat coming through that line.
Here it's going to be Herb calling his own number again. Cuts to the outside and gets the first down. I think they're going to mark him right at the 35, which is exactly what he needed to move those chains.
You know, that was a high snap. We've been getting a lot of low snaps there with the last 5 games. That time he had to go a little high. Thankfully, he was ready. Threw a little shook move on him, and he got that first down. New fresh set of downs.
You almost want to see a high snap. Give yourself a chance to catch it instead of, bobbling along the ground, Matt.
Right.
So it's going to be shotgun 4 wide receivers again. Sidecar to the left is Russell. Herb looking left. Thought about throwing. He pump faked. Now he's just going to have to keep it, and he's going to be forced out of bounds for a 2-yard loss.
We have a special shout out to a special person. The Rams team, coaches, family, and entire stadium would like to tell Harry Bittner that we are all fighting for you, sir, and all behind you. Wishing you nothing but the best. Love your family and your Rams.
We'll check that. He only lost 1 near sideline. Judge marked him at the 33, but they're going to put the ball down to the 34. And here it's going to be a direct snap to Holbrook, and he's going to lose a yard.
They just did a good job of pursuit. You had a number of players cleaning up right there for the Rams. Was AJ Boak?
It was Herb on the carry. I apologize. Thought I saw a 44. Holbrook is on the field.
He is. I thought it was too for a second.
And then I looked up. Herb was throwing the ball away, and Holbrook was on the other side of the field.
I'm trying to pronounce the name, number 8 for the Rockets, AJ Boelk or Boelik. I'll try and find out what your name is.
I'd assume Bulk. All right, Herb back to pass. Looking left, throwing left, looking for Balestrino. Double coverage.
Dangerous.
And incomplete.
Woo.
Balestrino jump ball at about the Lowville 35, but falls harmlessly to the ground.
Jeremy Drain, who specializes in residential, commercial, and industrial drain cleaning services. Call 330-758-5031 or go online to their website. Would like to wish the Mineral Ridge Rams good luck in the season. We're also sorry for your loss.
Herb with the pooch punt. Bounces at the 44, rolls out of bounds at about the 35.
Not bad. Not bad roll. Disappointing that they got shut down. But again, this is 2 good teams.
So actually, they're going to mark it at the 30 on Ian Erb's first punt of the season.
The punt went out of bounds, and the Rockets will have the ball on the 30-yard line.
All right, the sun is down behind the trees now. Thank goodness. Lowville ball, 1st and 10 at their own 30. Ball at the left hash. Rockets going to come out with 2 wide receivers, double tight end left, 2 running backs in the backfield. Coming in motion is Bulk. And Balone hands it off the middle, bouncing to the outside is Perry, but shoestring tackle there, and Brady Balestrino up and run support.
What were we talking about? What did I say at pregame? Who impressed me defensively last week? Number 9, Brady Balestrino, coming in again. Great tackle. He's impressing me defensively. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. You always have a good receiver or a good defensive back. They usually play the other position almost just as well or better.
So 2nd and 10. Ball still at the 30. Shotgun. Tight end right, 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs. Blown back to pass. Open was the middle. And he Ran forward, Jacob Russell on the tackle. We'll see where Bologna is going to get marked down. Looks like maybe just a gain of 3.
That was actually Holbrook on the tackle.
There's too many 4s out there. I thought it was a single-digit 4, but apparently it was 44.
That's what they said upstairs, too. So I'm going to go with I thought you could be right. You have better eyes than I do.
Maybe they have binoculars up there. All right, ball right in the middle of the field. 3rd and about 7. Ball at the 33. Shotgun single sidecar is Rivera Ocasio. Bologna back to pass, looking left, throwing left across the middle.
Nice!
Blocked away. Great defensive work by Ethan Pemberton on the PBU. Matt, take it.
Sorry about that, Matthew. I get excited. He did a great job. Ethan Pemberton, the senior, just got up nice and high. What do? Knock it down. Great job, son. That's how you play defensive back.
And Lucido had Pemberton beat. Ball just a little underthrown, and Pemberton able to recover and knock that one away to force 4th down, and out comes Lucido now to punt.
Yeah, another punt. Good job. This defense has been getting better every week.
And they got false starts upcoming on Lowville. We'll push it back.
Definitely not good for the Rockets.
So we'll bring it back to the 28-yard line. It was a 25-yard, we'll call it a 26-yard punt on the first effort for Lucido. Ian Erb is standing at his own 38-yard line. Lucido puts the right foot to it. Erb calls for the fair catch of the 41. He could have run forward for another 10 yards before anybody got near him, though.
Yeah, I don't understand that one. He was just being sure, though.
We'll start the Rams off on about the 41-yard line.
Barb Balestrino would like to wish the entire Mineral Ridge team, Coach Shane, her entire staff, and especially her grandson, Brady Balestrino, wishing him a successful and healthy remainder of the season. Go Rams. Sorry, I was breaking that up, guys. I'll get it better next time.
They're actually going to put the ball down at the 42. 1st and 10. It'll be Holbrook in the backfield. 4 wide receivers. Erb still in at quarterback. Haven't seen Owen Shingledecker yet this evening. And Erb's going to take it right up the middle, right off left guard, and get up to the 44.
I'm going to tell you what, they pulled Zach Stacy, and he just pancaked that defensive lineman that came through the line of scrimmage. Great job pulling on Stacy. That line's already starting to show some of their domination.
Well, you should. I was learning about
2nd and 7.
high blood pressure and that we need to get ours checked regularly.
We don't know what that is.
Looking left, throws left, flag on the play, and almost intercepted by Bologna. Jumped the route on Balestrino. Flag on the play.
Yeah, that was close. It was dangerous. Thankfully, he didn't pick that one off. That would not have been good.
That could have been a house call.
Yeah. They got some good defensive backs. They got good players on this team. Remember, this team has been for the last, at least 5 to 7 years. They have had good teams here in Lowville. They have been consistent. They've been having very good records. And, last year, 11-1, best record in school history. Unfortunately lost in the playoffs, but they did a great job last year. We're actually going to have Vinny Balone, the tight end of YSU, at halftime.
So illegal procedure there on Mineral Ridge. They'll bring it back 5 yards. 2nd and 13. Ball on the Rams 39. Shotgun 4 wide receivers. Rams really need to watch the wide receivers. They've been jumping the snap count a little bit, and they're going to get him again.
Yeah.
I think it was Ethan Pemberton.
Against the Rams.
Yeah, I agree. He definitely moved. I was hoping that they weren't going to throw it. He was a little late throwing that flag, but he just waited till they snapped the ball, and he got him.
I think last time, I don't know if the whistle even blew on the previous play, and I thought for sure that the Rams wide receivers, the inside slot, was the far side last time. This time it was Ethan Pemberton, who was the near slot for us, as we are right next to the press box here at Paul Menichini Field.
Yeah, they have got to stop with the mental errors. We're at week 6. Those are the little things you need to fix.
So we're handed off up the middle to Holbrook, and he's going to get 1 yard.
That was a great job by Anthony Madison on the offense or the defensive line.
Casey Gordon.
Okay, I'm sorry, Casey Gordon. I read it wrong. Casey Gordon. I'm trying to find him on here.
I got 73, Casey Gordon.
Okay. All right. I thought it was 75. I apologize, son. That was definitely not you.
Shotgun again for Herb. Holbrook sidecar left. 4 wide receivers, trips right. Herb back to pass. Here comes the rush. He got the ball away. It's going to fall harmlessly incomplete. He was looking across the middle for Ethan Pemberton.
Yeah, I think that was number 50, Jaden Dominguez.
I'll bring up 4th and 17 for the Rams.
Or no, I'm sorry, that's number 68, Vinny Perry. I wonder if he's related to the Perry family.
Herb's going to punt again. He needs to be back another 5 yards.
Yeah, I agree. He's way too close.
Whoa, kick bounces at the 40, rolls to the 30. Ballone's going to let it die at the 25. My goodness, did Mineral Ridge get away with one there?
Yeah, Casey Gordon, we already talked about him, number 73. He was almost dumbfounded. He was so close to the ball, I don't think he knew what to do.
I mean, Herb barely cleared the line on that punt.
Dangerous stuff. We saw, who was it?
Jacob Russell last week.
That's who, but we also saw other teams doing the same thing as well. And we got a block off of one. So they got to be careful.
Punter was Aaron Hart for the Vikings last week. Still have their roster here in my paperwork.
That's who that was. Good job.
So shotgun, 3 wide receivers for Lowville as they set it up at their own 25-yard line. Late coming on to the field here to join the play. Landon Essenwine.
Yeah.
Single sidecar is Perry. Blown fakes the pass, and fakes the handoff, sends it over to Dabney, and he gets out to the 41-yard line on a gain of 16 and a first down.
Malone's pass complete by Dabney.
Yeah, good job there was a host of players. Corey Squarick was one of the players in on that, and then also Jack Gilly.
So again, gain of 16. I think that's the first completion of the game for Michael Balone, who came in completing 62.3% of his passes, has 746 passing yards through the first 5 games.
They gotta blitz him from the outside.
And here on the read option, he hands it off to Rivero Casio. Holding call upcoming.
Yeah, for sure.
As Rivero Casio bowls forward to the 49, but this one is coming back.
Yeah, and then you had number 33, Jack Gilly, in on another tackle. Good job, 2 tackles in a row. Dunlap's Repair Service would like to wish Christian Dunlap and the Mineral Ridge Rams a successful season. For all your plumbing and backflow needs, you can call Joe and Noah Dunlap at 330-718-8650. Go Rams.
So with the holding call, they're going to put it back at the 30-yard line. First and 20. Malone looks left, throws left, caught by Lucido at the 35. Ankle tackle by Ethan Pemberton.
Yeah, Ethan Pemberton did a great job. He just broke down. He was calm, patient, made a nice open field tackle, and he had some help waiting in the wings as well.
They'll bring up 2nd and 13 for the Rockets.
So ball at the 37. 7-yard gain on that one. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Sidecar to the right is Rivero Casio. Balone back to pass. Looking right, rolling right. Gets the corner pass, Stacy to the 40. 45 and out of bounds. About the 47-yard line on the far side.
Showed some speed there. He got around the end, but I'm going to tell you what. I know I talk about him a lot, but the kid does good stuff almost every play. Zach Stacy was chasing him all the way down the line of scrimmage, and just as they turned the corner, because a littler guy usually has more speed than the big lineman, that's when he pulled away. But he strung him out all the way to the sidelines. Great job.
Well, check that. They're going to say that he stepped out at the 44.
That's because of Stacy.
Balone back to pass, rolling left as he's flushed out of the pocket.
Oh, my.
Balone still with it, and he's just going to throw it away.
I'm going to tell you what, there is some unbelievable holding on that play. Blake Basista was getting just lambasted. His shirt almost got pulled off of him. Jeez, oh man, and they didn't call anything. That's some Steubenville stuff right there, boy.
So on the incomplete pass, 4th and 6 upcoming for the Rockets, and out comes Lucido for another punt. At the rate this is going, Lowville is almost or are they going to go for it? No, Lucido's coming out wide there. Lowville's lining up to go for it here.
Yeah, they are.
Watch the hard count here. Shotgun.
Yeah, watch the ball.
4 wide receivers.
Watch the ball. Yep.
Malone back to passes. They snapped it. Looking left, throwing left, wide open. Dabney with the catch. 15-10. 5. Down at the 1. Or check that. Bruce Brenner got behind the defense. The deep ball.
Yeah, he's actually the backup quarterback. He's a junior, and he's the free safety. He was wide open. I can't believe that they let him go like that. Oh, God. Coach Shaner has got to be going insane. Well, not Coach Shaner, Coach Allen. And you see him. He is not very happy, and I don't blame him.
Gain of 55. First and goal at the 1.
How do you let him go like that?
Rivera Casio on the Wildcat snap, and we have a flag on the play. Is maybe a little bit...
False start, possibly.
Actually,
hopefully.
I think lined up offside is the indication against Lowville.
Okay.
Never seen offside signaled on the offense, but I think that's what they're trying to...
that's what they're doing.
Trying to imply that Lowville had lined up.
Yeah.
So we'll bring it back to the 6. Don't see that often, offside on the offense.
No, that's a rare. He's doing it right now, too, so I'll remember that.
All right, so back at the 6. Shotgun. 4 wide receivers, trips right, sidecar is Rivero Casio. Balone, back to pass, looking left. Going up the middle, Stacy got a hold of him, brings him down for the sack.
Again, Zach Stacy, he is having a monster game. You know, his grandfather's here. You know, we just, the family just found out that he has cancer and he's really struggling. And we are here for you, sir. But Zach is playing like a beast. I know he wanted to play for his grandfather really hard today.
So no gain on the play, but still a sack. Rivero Casio to take the Wildcat snap. Balone is the wide out to the left outside the numbers. And Rivera Casio got blown up by Basista in the backfield, but he couldn't make the tackle. Rivera Casio to the far side, slipped the tackle of Ian Erb, got across the pylon for the touchdown. But there is a flag on the play.
Actually, 2 flags against the Rockets.
And I wonder if we're going to see maybe a clipping or a blindside block, something that happens when the play reverses its field, Matt.
Right, most likely, probably. Holding. Just holding.
Just a simple
plain
holding call.
Hold. Yeah. Amy Russell and her family want to wish the Mineral Ridge Cross Country team good luck tomorrow at the Lordstown Invitational. Go Rams.
So they're actually going to put the ball down at the 17-yard line. So since getting down to the 1, Lowville has gone backwards by 16 yards.
Yeah, and this is, again, even though they're getting penalties, it's still a bend but not break defense as of right now.
2nd and goal. Shotgun, 2 in the backfield. Balone hands it off to Perry, breaks 1 tackle, 15, gets down to the 10 as the submarine tackle issued by Ethan Pemberton.
You know, you had Preston Holbrook was ready to lay the hit right there. I don't know why he let up. He just kind of let up.
End of the first quarter. Your Lowville Rockets 0, Mineral Ridge Rams 0.
You heard it over the speaker. We have reached the end of the SMK Painting first quarter. Matt, we didn't even get to take a look at the clock, and the Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard says 0-0. We're going to step aside for 60 seconds. You're listening to the Bedurks Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week here on City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
If you are seeking a skilled photographer in Northeast Ohio with experience in capturing documentary-style photographs for various occasions such as family events, weddings, graduations, sporting events, and other special occasions, look no further than Colleen Moore Photography. Accessible via ColleenMoorePhotography.com, or she can be reached at 330-314-7547. Colleen sends her best wishes to the Mineral Ridge Rams for a fantastic season. Go Rams!
Now back to the Beduricks Butcher Block High School football game of the week on CityView Sportscast.
Back inside Paul Menachini Field here in Lowville, Ohio. Matt Lipsack and Matt Emscher with you. Beduricks Butcher Block High School football game of the week. 3rd and goal upcoming for Lowville. Ball at the 10 as we prepare to start the second quarter.
We have a quick score. Springfield is up with 3:24 left in the first quarter against Jackson Milton. They're up 7-0. I do not have a score yet on the Cheney and Harding game that Mark and Mr. Clark are at.
So Lowville breaks the huddle. Ball is right in the middle of the field. Shotgun. 2 in the backfield, tight end right, 2 wide receivers. Coming in motion is Bulkey and Balone. Play action off the middle. Holbrook has his eyes on him as Balone rolls right, throws right, incomplete.
That was
off
darn
the hands
close.
of Braylon Dabney as the side judge there was getting ready to put his arms up for touchdown.
Yeah, you had Julian Rossi chased him all the way to the sideline, just out of bounds. He was close to having 6 right there.
And let's see, looks like Lucido is going to line up for the field goal. 27-yard attempt upcoming. The right-footed kicker and Balone to hold. Snap is good, hold is good, the kick is up, and the kick is good.
And it's good.
So, with 11:51 remaining on that SMK Painting second quarter clock, the Jesse's Dairy Co. scoreboard says Lowville 3 and Mineral Ridge nothing. We're step aside for 30 seconds. You're listening to the Beduricks Butcher Block High School football game of the week here on CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
Experience nature's bounty with Creations Backyard. Elevate your health with the most nutrient-dense foods on earth. From farm to table, sustainably cultivated with care. Grown locally in Niles, Ohio with no chemicals or synthetics ever. Unlock your culinary creativity with Creation Backyard Microgreens. Convenient local delivery and pickup options available. Order now at creationsbackyard.com or call 330-282-7208.
Now back to the Beduricks Butcher Block High School football game of the week on CityView Sportscast.
Back inside Paul Menachini Field, Lowville, Ohio. The Rockets have just taken a 3-0 lead on the 27-yard field goal by Matthew Lucido.
That was a great job by the Rams defense, just giving up 3. There were numerous times the Rockets almost scored. So, I mean, that was a win for them, in my opinion.
Lowville got down to the 1, and then a offside penalty, a sack, a holding penalty.
A lot of mental mistakes.
Pushed them back and forced just the 3 instead of the 7. I'm sure they would have preferred. Here's a low rolling kick that bounces past Julian Rossi. He's going to pick it up inside the 5. He bobbled it. And now just gets swarmed inside the 5-yard line.
Wow, that's really dangerous. I mean, you know, in a situation like that, man, just almost if you feel like you're about to fall down, just fall on it. You know, just don't give it up. That was really dangerous. You know, their offensive line, everyone, specialty players needs to just take a deep breath, just go out and play their style of football.
I'll check that. It's at the 8, not the 3, but still less than ideal fielding.
No, not good
position
at all. And their defense has been playing pretty damn good. I mean, they have not gotten any points on the board so far.
And it's going to be Shingledecker at quarterback this time. Herb is the sidecar to the left. 3 wide receivers. Snap a little wide. Shingledecker able to corral. He goes right up the middle. Calls his own number. Got out to the 15-yard line. Gain of 7 for Owen Shingledecker.
I'm going to tell you what. I mean, obviously, Ian Herb is just one of the best athletes in the valley. But when he's at quarterback, they're a different monster. You have Shingledecker at quarterback. That opens up all of his weapons.
Shotgun, 3 wide. Herb sidecar right. High snap. Herb picks it up. Comes around right tackle. And just far side of the field, trying to tell how far he got. Maybe just a gain of 1.
No, that's better than a turnover because that's what we almost had. We have a special shout out to a special person. The Rams team, coaches, family, entire stadium would like to tell Harry Bittner that we're all fighting for you and are all behind you, wishing you nothing but the best, sir. Your family and your Rams love you.
3rd and 2, Herb off left tackle this time. Breaks the tackle, gets the first down, but there is a flag on the play as Herb got out to about the 28.
We
would have been a gain of 12, but it's in the area of a holding call.
Yeah. Let's just expect it to. There it is. Yep. Move him on back.
Holding against the Rams.
Barb Balestrino would like to wish the Mineral Ridge Rams team coach, Shane, her entire coaching staff, and especially her grandson, Brady Balestrino, successful and healthy remainder of the season. Go Rams.
And they're going to put it down at the 15. So the flag was actually down the field. So it's still just 3rd and 3.
They're still moving.
There we go. Now they start moving it back. I was looking at, like, they were setting everything up. They need to go back another 5 yards.
I was hoping that they didn't. Like, they just kind of screwed up.
So ball at the 10. We'll call it 3rd and 8. Shotgun. Herb now sidecar to the right. 3 wide receivers.
No clock.
And no play clock here at Lowville. As Shingledecker looking right, throwing right. Triple coverage. Balestrino jump ball incomplete. Hit his hands.
Yeah. He's usually money. Balestrino usually catches everything thrown. He had triple coverage, though. Very dangerous pass, but he almost came down with it. He usually doesn't.
I bet if you asked Brady, he'd probably say he should have caught the ball.
Absolutely. It hit him right in the hands. I'm sure he's beating himself up. Forget about it. Get to the next play.
I'll bring up 4th and 8 for the Rams.
So Herb standing at his own 1, and again, he needs to be back another 6 feet on this one.
I agree. This is dangerous. It's blocked. I told you.
And jumped on by Ridge, but
the ball was blocked by B. Perry.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give Lowville credit where credit is due. I do not understand why he is so close to the line of scrimmage. He just, the last time that lineman, I didn't get his name. I think it was number 78 possibly, and that is either number 78. No, I think that was 58. Mike Lucido. Or how
Lucido.
Lucido, sorry, sir. Lucido, we got him. That might have been Mike who blocked that. He's had a good game so far. He almost blocked it that first time around, and he finally got it.
So, ball at the 6. 1st and goal for Lowville. Balloon in the pistol. Hands it off to Perry up the middle. Spin move to the 5. Inside the 5. It's like a remarkment about the 2.5, maybe the 3.
That was a nice hit by Jacob Russell. He came up and laid some wood right there. He's leaving the game. Is that Russell or is that Herb on the sideline?
I cannot see. He's bent over.
Yeah, I can't see from here who that is either.
Yeah, the athletic trainer blocking the jersey number from a 2nd and goal, ball to 2. I think that might be Julian.
Herb's out. He's out there on the field.
Balone, shotgun, handoff, Rivero Casio, jumped onto the backfield. Bottom of that pile.
There's a flag on the field.
Zach Stacy was leading that, and also
Chase Moore?
Yeah, I was just going to say number 58, Chase Moore. He was one of our players of the game last week. He was the defensive player of the game. Oh, I'm sorry, he was not. He was 2 weeks before that. I apologize.
Got Cheney 7, Harding nothing. So we're going to bring it back to the 7 on the illegal shift penalty.
They'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 9-yard line for the Rockets.
Blake Basista was our defensive player of the game last week. I apologize.
They call that the 9 where here in stadium and on the board, but looks a lot like the 8 or 7.
Yeah, they fixed it.
There we go. Now they've got the 8. So 2nd and goal, 4 wide receivers below. Hands it off. Perry round into it in the backfield. Pushes forward. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage.
Corey Squarick, he came in, that senior. That's like the 3rd or 4th, at least part of a tackle there. He got ran over, unfortunately, but he laid the first hit.
So we'll say he's still at the 7. So 3rd and goal, upcoming for Lowville.
They've done a good job. That interior of that defensive line and those linebackers are really stout. They do a great job at not allowing points to be scored.
Shotgun, 4 wide receivers, trips left, Malone, back to pass. Pressured by Stacy, pressured by Russell. He's just going to heave it out of bounds. Great work on the pressure by Stacy and Russell.
Yeah, they did a phenomenal job. They just came through, and they both, especially Stacy, has been on him all night long. He's just telling him, hey, buddy, I'm not going anywhere. You're going to be seeing my face a lot.
And let's see if Lucido's going to attempt a 24-yard field goal here.
He's a good kicker.
Now they're lining up to go for it. So 4th and goal, ball 7, maybe the 8-yard line.
Watch the ball.
5 wide receivers, trips left, 2 to the right. Malone, empty backfield. He's back. Across the middle, diving catch, touchdown. Called in by Braylon Dabney.
4th down has been huge for the Rockets tonight. Both times, they have just had huge results, almost getting that long 65-yard gain last first quarter, and then now with this, they are just very good on 4th down, and the Rams have got to start getting a little bit better of shutting those 4th downs down.
And that's just a simple little slant there by Dabney. Lucido on for the extra point. Snap is down, kick is up, and the kick is good.
It is good.
As we look at the S&K Painting 2nd quarter clock, it says 8:15. Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard says Lowville 10 and Mineral Ridge nothing. We're step aside for 30 seconds. You're listening to the Beder's Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week here on City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
Action Physical Therapy is a locally owned outpatient physical therapy company serving the Mahoning Valley for over 20 years. With 5 convenient locations in Hubbard, Cortland, Kinsman, Salem, and Mineral Ridge. Action Physical Therapy can handle all of your physical therapy needs. Action Physical Therapy will create a unique plan made specifically for you. Call us at 1-8333-BEST-PT to schedule your evaluation today. Check us out at myactionpt.com. Get back in action with Action Physical Therapy, and as always, go Rams.
Now back to the Beduricks Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on City View Sportscast.
The block punt by Lowville leads to a 7-yard touchdown pass. Michael Balone to Braylon Dabney on a 4th and goal. And as we check the Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard, Lowville 10, Mineral Ridge nothing. Matt scores quickly.
Cheney 7, Harding nothing. And Springfield still 7-0 over Jackson Milton.
Lucido to bring us our Youngstown Orthopedic Associates kickoff. And it's onside, and it's touched by Jacob Russell. Falling on the ball are the Rockets.
They're really just falling apart mentally. And then on the flip side, the Rockets are just playing an excellent game. They've watched film, obviously. They've seen that, with who was it? Was it Waterloo who was doing the onside kicks on? It was Jackson Milton, actually.
It was Jackson Milton.
And that's how they won that game. So they are watching film very good, and they're doing exactly, what hurt the Rams. They should be, practiced at what they did wrong for those games, but, just making some of the mistakes of the past. A lot of the mistakes tonight have been mental. They just have to get control of themselves. That's not out of control yet.
So ball at the Louisville.
For the Rockets right now, all I can say is they're doing everything that has worked against the Rams on film. They did a great job coaching wise, and they're prepared.
Rivero Ocasio to take the Wildcat snap. He's going to roll left. Looks like he might pass it. Rivero Ocasio.
Great job, Chase.
It's across the line of scrimmage as Chase Moore hauls him down.
I apologize for jumping on you there. I just can't help sometimes but get excited. Those linemen get me fired up. Chase Moore, who's been one of our players of the game, both brothers, the Moore brothers have been. And he was relentless in chasing them down, and Chase did a great job of taking care of him on that play.
S&K Painting second quarter clock has run inside of 6 minutes. Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard says 10-0 Rockets, and they're threatening again. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers, trips right. Sidecar is Perry. Balone back to pass. Looking right, Moore. And now Balone rolls to the left. Gets across the line of scrimmage. Gets the first down. He gets maybe down inside the 5-yard line. In fact, they're going to mark him, I think, at the 4.
Yeah, he threw a little move at the end there and just got a few extra yards. Stacy just missed him. He was coming at an angle. And again, when you've got a specialty player versus a big lineman, usually the quick guys will get out of the way just at the last second. He was almost there, but man, what a great job. I mean, and he's a tough kid, like his cousin Vinny. He just keeps struggling and stretched out and got them closer.
So 5 minutes left on that S&K Painting second quarter clock. First and goal for the Rockets. Handoff up the middle. Perry to the goal line. Touchdown.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, it didn't even look like The Rams on that play didn't even want to make a tackle. They had contact there at the line of scrimmage, and I don't know. I'm a little confused at the moment. Guys, it doesn't matter if you're down. Keep your head up. You get a shot at the goal line, you take it, and you put him on his back.
Lucido on for the extra point. Balloon to hold. Snap is down. The kick is up. The kick is good. 4:48 left on the S&K Painting second quarter clock. Jesse's Derek scoreboard says Lowellville 17 and Mineral Ridge nothing. We're going to step aside for 30 seconds. You're listening to the Bedurks Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week here on CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
With over 30 years of experience, Bedurks Butcher Block in Mineral Ridge is a quality-driven company focused on great personal service. Our fresh meats are of the finest cut. We make a variety of burgers, sausages, and a full line of deli meats. Using our own smokehouse, we prepare different types of jerky, snack sticks, kibasi, bacon, hot dogs, and bone-in hams. When your tummy needs some relief, call 652-BEEF. That's 330-652-2333. Now back to the Bedurks Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on CityView Sportscast.
Matt Loop second, Matt Emsher with you. 4:48 left on that S&K Painting second quarter clock. Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard says Lowellville 17 and Mineral Ridge nothing. Gino Perry just had it was a 4-yard touchdown run.
Hey, they are playing very good football right now. Playing great defense. They're shutting down that vaunted offense of the Rams.
And here's just a little pop-up kick going to be fielded and then immediately downed by Corey Squarick at the 40-yard line of Mineral Ridge.
Rams with the ball.
Now, I just saw some good play on the side of one of the Rams. You had Caleb Costanzo put down a Ram. He immediately put his hand out and helped the young man up. I like to see that kind of play.
So best starting field position for Mineral Ridge. Actually, I guess close to the best. I believe Ian Erb fielded a punt at the 42 in the first quarter. Shingledecker hands it off to Erb around left tackle. Huge hole. 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 10. Hauled out of bounds at the 7-yard line. Braylon Dabney rode him for about 20 yards and then finally got him out of bounds.
And he threw his hand in his chest and just said, "No, you're not pulling me down. You're not pulling me out of bounds." Great job, Ian Erb. I mean, it's not a surprise to anybody to know who this kid is. He is just Mr. Everything. He had, like we said, 6 touchdowns last week, 5 rushing, 1 receiving. He is a load. He's not easy to bring down.
They gave him the 5, although he for sure stepped out of bounds at the 7. His little bobbled snap. Shingledecker able to get the hand up. Handoff up the middle. Erb, touchdown. Easy enough for me to say.
Hey, I'm going to tell you what. That is exactly what they need to do. They just did what they've been doing the last, 4 games that they've won. They played mistake-free. They just got their heads together. They didn't put their heads down and get upset, and they just showed them what they're capable of. See how quick that offense can score.
It was almost a mistake. Shingledecker, great job to handle the snap and then to get it to Erb cleanly, as well as Landon Powell on for the extra point. The snap is down. The kick is up. The kick is good. 4:12 remaining on that S&K Painting second quarter clock. The Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard says Lowellville 17, Mineral Ridge 7. We're going to step aside for 30 seconds. You're listening to the Bedurks Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week here on CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
W&M Quality Roofing, LLC is an insured and bonded Mahoning Valley family-owned roofing business. At W&M, we treat your roof and home as if it's our very own. Give us a call at 330-647-0610 for a free estimate. Did you get damage from the latest storm? We also offer financing and specialists for insurance claims. For professional and efficient service, call W&M Quality Roofing at 330-647-0610. Now back to the Beduricks Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on City View Sportscast.
2 plays and 60 yards for the Mineral Ridge offense. Started with a 55-yard run by Ian Erb and then a 5-yard touchdown run for Ian Erb. Rushing touchdown number 16 on the season. And the Rams are on the board. The Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard says Lowellville 17, Mineral Ridge 7. Landon Powell to bring us our Youngstown Orthopedic Associates kickoff.
We also have Springfield up 14-6 on Jackson Milton, and Cheney and Harding are tied 7-all.
Ball right in the middle of the field. Powell puts the right arm in the air. And little squib might make it out of bounds just barely as Ian Erb was blazing down that far sideline, but the ball rolled out of bounds at about the 35. We'll see where they end up placing it.
Yeah, you don't want to give this offense, who has just been on so far, extra yardage. You just want to keep them as far back as possible. Balone has done a great job in place of his older cousin, who again is at YSU, will be with us as a guest for a few minutes at halftime today. Just want to mention real quick also here at Lowellville, one of the best food choices at games in the Valley.
So I think they're going to put it down at the 44-yard line. So 1st and 10 Lowellville. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Sidecar is Perry to the left. Balone. Under pressure, going to roll out to the right. Russell trying to chase him down. Turn the corner. Got the 45, and then Erb ushers him out of bounds at the 47. A lot of running for a gain of 2.
Yeah, that was Russell. He did it. He just barely missed him by just like a millimeter. He's got some speed on him. He has done nothing but great things this year, this junior, showing some nice speed, just not quite enough.
They're actually going to give him the 47. We'll call a gain of 3, 2nd and 7 for Lowellville. 4 wide receivers. Sidecar to the left is Perry. Alone in the shotgun. Steps back, looks right quick out, and that is caught by number 13. Landon Essenwine.
Tell you what, he felt that after Ian Erb put a nice shot on him from behind. The crowd definitely saw that hit.
Those chains. That's a rocket first down.
Give him credit. He took a big hit, and he held on to the ball for a first down.
So they're moving the change, but I believe it's a 3rd down. No, it is 1st and 10. All right. Ball was on the 45. Balone back to pass under pressure. Pass caught by Dabney on the sideline. Cuts the middle of the field. 35. Rolls down at the 30 on the tackle. Number 16, Caden McCune.
Yeah, Caden McCune making a nice open field tackle. He's just doing a great job sitting. That's the 2nd time in a row that they ran that play that he's sitting there all by himself. I'm going to tell you what, also, number 13, Landon Eiswine, is that how you say his name? Eisenwine. He was wide open. So they were really lucky they put pressure on him, because if he would have had some time, he would have had him wide open.
Rockets line up in the pistol. The back is Rivero Casio. And I think Brian Shaner's going to call a timeout.
Yeah.
3:03 left in this 2nd quarter as we check the S&K Painting 2nd quarter clock. Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard says Lowellville 17 and Mineral Ridge 7. And Matt, the Mineral Ridge defense has done okay slowing down the Lowellville offense, but really the game kind of spun right now on the block punt.
Yeah, they're getting points off of mental errors and mistakes made by the Rams, which has basically why, they have come close to losing, here and there a couple games. Thankfully, they have picked it up in later games. The only game was when Shingledecker went out in the first couple minutes of the Jackson Milton game. that they lost. That was their only loss. They've been able to make changes in all the other games and play better in the second half. But if they don't start picking it up right now, the Rockets will just keep putting points on the board. They won't have any time to get back.
If Middle Ridge can get a stop, they can, get the ball back. They will get the second half kickoff. So, you want to try to get one of those two possession swings that the New England Patriots of the early 2000s loved so much.
Right.
Shotgun, 4 wide receivers, sidecars Rivero Casio, pulling back to pass, looking deep across the middle, caught, touchdown! Matthew Lucido hauls in the 29-yard catch.
Well, and he's just wide open. Their passing game is just flawless right now, and they're putting that ball wherever that they want to. And one of the things that you and I have been, worried about over the last few weeks is the passing game, and they're exploiting them right now. And they need to make some defensive changes, or this could be a long game.
Lucido on for the extra point, Balone to hold. Snap back, hold down, kick up, kick, good. 2:58 left on the SMK Painting second quarter clock. The Jesse's Dairy Co. scoreboard says Lowville 24 and Middle Ridge 7 are set aside for 30 seconds. You're listening to the Vidurks Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week here on City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
Shining Stars Dance and Baton in Niles, Ohio is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level. Shining Stars would like to wish all the cheerleaders, dance line, band, feature twirler Amira, and players a successful season. Go Rams!
Now back to the Beduricks Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on City View Sportscast.
It took about 1:38 off the clock, ends in a 29-yard touchdown pass from Michael Balone to Matthew Lucido. And the Jesse's Dairy Co. scoreboard says Lowville 24, Mineral Ridge 7, as Balone on the day, 9 for 16 passing for $150 and 2 touch.
And Springfield up 14-7 on Jackson Milton right now. 7 Cheney and Harding.
And Lucido, 3 catches for 38 yards and a touchdown. And he's here to give us our Youngstown Orthopedic Associates kickoff. Low line drive kick, bounce at the 30, picked up by Russell at the 20. Carries ahead up the middle, got to the 35, rolls forward. Looks like they're going to put it down at the 38-yard line.
Barb Balestrino would like to wish the Mineral Ridge Rams team, Coach Shaner, and entire coaching staff, especially her grandson, Brady Balestrino, a successful and healthy remainder of the season. Go Rams.
Wilson on the tackle.
So 2:48 on the SNK Painting second quarter clock. Matt, there's still time to get that, touchdown here, touchdown opening possession in the second half and get back to within 1 score.
For sure. If they do what they did the last time they scored and
Shingledecker to Herb, up the middle. Falls forward across the 40, up near the 44. In fact, we'll call it a gain of 6, 2nd and 4 upcoming.
Yeah, Herb did a good job pounding out a few extra yards there.
For the Rams.
Ian Herb, 9 carries for 77 yards and a touchdown so far. 2nd and 6. Ball at the Rams 44. Shotgun. 3 wide receivers. Sidecar to the left is Herb. Shingledecker looks left, throws left. It's Herb, but getting and blowing that up in the backfield is Matthew Lucido.
Man,
that's going to be a loss back to the 38, a loss of 6.
He is having a monster game. We got his father down here right in front of us in the stands, and he's just got to be super proud. He's doing a great job.
Actually, they're going to give him the line of scrimmage, or the back to the 38-yard line. So, yeah, loss of 6, 3rd and 10 upcoming. We'll see what the Rams have here to dial up. 5 wide receivers, empty set for Shingledecker. Check that. 4 wide receivers and a tight end. Schickeldecker looks right, throws right, caught by Herb at the 45. Leans forward. Did he get it? He's going to be close.
They're going to have
He's going to be very, very close as Herb made a lunge.
First down. They just moved the change.
First down, Mineral Ridge. What an effort by Ian Herb.
Incredible effort. He just reached out there, stretched that ball out. I mean, he had to get it by a quarter of an inch.
So ball at the 48, shotgun. Handoff up the middle to Herb. Call it 3 yards in a cloud of dust as he gets across the 50.
Herb on the carry, tackled by Vinny Perry.
Vinny Perry on the tackle for the Rockets. They've been playing very good on both sides of the ball. In fact, all 3 phases, they've been pretty lights out so far.
Inside of a minute left on that SNK painting second quarter clock. Rams need to move with purpose here as we have a flag on the play. Came in from the back, Judge.
All start against the Rams.
I didn't see that, but I can't see everything all the time anyway, so.
So inside a minute with a moving clock, do they use... I know that's an NFL rule is, you got to use a timeout or take the 10-second runoff.
Anthony Vrabel coming off the field. Wonder if he's related to Walt Vrabel, who was a coach at Ursuline years ago. Would explain how good he is.
Schickeldecker looks left, throws left. Herb with the catch, breaks the tackle, and gets out of bounds across the 50. They'll mark him at the Louisville 45.
What a great job on his part. Get in there. Getamy Drain, who specialize in residential, commercial, industrial drain cleaning services. You can call 330-758-5031 or online. Would like to wish the Mineral Ridge Rams good luck in this season. We're sorry for your loss to the Getamy Drain family.
It's going to be 3rd and 3, 17 seconds left as Ridge calls a timeout. And, Matt, it really seemed like they probably should have used a timeout there, maybe on the first down play, or maybe on the play where Herb lost the yardage there is,
I mean, you got 17.2 seconds left. I agree with you there.
So, again, 3rd and 3 upcoming, ball on the Louisville 45 near hash. Three wide receivers. Sidecar to the right is Basista. Check that, 4 wide receivers. Schickeldecker looks right, throws right, looking for Belstrino. Intercepted! Easton White at the 40, 45, 50, and tackled by Herb.
Yeah, Landon,
at the 49-yard line.
Landon was watching him the entire time. He just sat back there in his stance, watched his eyes, and did a great job of picking it off. I mean, he just sat and watched.
Yeah, linebacker,
defensive back.
Sat there in his zone and stepped in front of the route, and they've been doubling and tripling Brady Ballestrino all night.
Yeah,
all night.
I mean, you gotta double and triple the best player. I mean, the kid, he dropped one pass he rarely even drops. Again, they've just been playing, very good defense. I'm impressed with the Rockets coaching staff most of all right now, because I think of all the games that we've done and any weakness that we've seen of the Rams in the last 5 weeks, they are exploiting exactly that. So, I give them credit for, doing a good job scouting.
And
Timeout Rockets.
Louisville's going to burn their timeout here. As actually coming out was the backup quarterback, Ricky Wilrick.
Amy Russell and her family want to wish the Mineral Ridge Cross Country team good luck tomorrow at the Lordstown Invitational. Go Rams.
And make sure you stay tuned at halftime. We're going to talk to YSU tight end Vinny Balone.
Yep, he's going to come up for a few minutes. We have a couple quick scores. Springfield still up 14-7 on Jackson Milton. And the last score I have again on Cheney and Harding is they're tied up 7-7.
So Rockets break the huddle. They are going to bring both their quarterbacks out. Michael Balone is actually going to line up here as the slot receiver to the near side. Rivero Casio, the sidecar to left, 8.9 seconds left here on that SNK Painting second quarter clock. Watch out for some trickeration here. Rick across the middle.
Almost intercepted.
Almost intercepted by Pemberton, but only 5 seconds come off the clock.
Have another quick score of that game of the week. That Ursuline Irish 5-0 against the 5-1 Fitch Falcons. Ursuline is up right now 19-7 in the second quarter.
Rockets calling the play here on the sideline. As Rorich is back on the sideline, so it'll be Balone under center again here. Or more than likely in the shotgun. I don't think Louisville's gone under center all night. So 2nd and 10, ball at the Ridge 49. Timeout Louisville.
Timeout Rockets.
Their second one of the half. Phantoms, Youngstown Phantoms, their home opener next Saturday, September 30th at the Cavelli Center. $5 tickets and $2 adult beverages of the frosty kind. Call the Phantoms box office for tickets or more information. 330-747-PUCK, 330-747-7825. Know the guy that does the radio for them? He's pretty good.
Yeah, I know him. He's standing right to my left. I got to hear Matt do his first Phantoms game the other day, and I could never do what he does by himself, does hockey. Get a listen to him do the Phantoms. He's incredible. He's been their play-by-play caller since the beginning of the franchise.
230 USHL games under my belt now.
Great job.
And of course, the Phantoms are the defending Clark Cup champions. Are going to raise the banner next Saturday night against Team USA. So get down to the Cavelli Center. Here are 5 wide receivers for Balone as Dabney comes in motion, but I think that's an illegal motion.
Ball start Rockets.
And so we're going to bring it back 5 yards. Bring the ball back onto the Rockets side of the field.
Just back and forth, back and forth.
To the 46-yard line where they're going to put it down. So again, 3.4 seconds. I think it was 3.9, but I don't think they need to put half a second on the clock here. Says the SNK Painting second quarter clock. So again, 5 wide receivers for the Rockets. Balone brings Dabney in motion. And he's just going to run it up the middle. Jacob Russell with the tackle, and that will do it for the first half. As the SNK Painting second quarter clock reads 000. Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard says Louisville 24 and Mineral Ridge 7. We're going to step aside for a timeout. When we come back, we will have the halftime report here for you. You've been listening to the Bedurks Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
With over 30 years of experience, Bedurks Butcher Block in Mineral Ridge is a quality-driven company focused on great personal service. Our fresh meats are of the finest cut. We make a variety of burgers, sausages, and a full line of deli meats. Using our own smokehouse, we prepare different types of jerky, snack sticks, kibasi, bacon, hot dogs, and bone-in hams. When your tummy needs some relief, call 652-BEEF. That's 330-652-2333.
Jesse's Dairy Cove is a hometown favorite, located at 3743 State Route 46, across from the gazebo in Mineral Ridge. Enjoy all of your favorite ice cream. We have over 32 hard scoop and over 40 soft serve favorites. We also have a large food menu, including homemade chili sauce, sloppy joes, pulled pork, fresh cut French fries, and mac and cheese. This fall, we'll start our homemade cookie and party trays. Visit our website at jessesdairycove.com to see our menu. At Jesse's Dairy Cove, we appreciate your business and wish good luck to the Rams.
If you love history, head over to YouTube and check out Blogging Through History. Hosted by Mineral Ridge High School graduate Chris Mowery, Blogging Through History visits historic sites to explore not only the well-known figures and events of the past, but also compelling stories that maybe you've never heard before. Chris would also like to wish his niece Amira Emsch and the Mineral Ridge Rams the best of luck for a successful 2023 season.
Experience nature's bounty with Creation's Backyard. Elevate your health with the most nutrient-dense foods on earth. From farm to table, sustainably cultivated with care. Grown locally in Niles, Ohio with no chemicals or synthetics ever. Unlock your culinary creativity with Creation Backyard Microgreens. Convenient local delivery and pickup options available. Order now at creationsbackyard.com or call 330-282-7208.
Now back to the Beduricks Butcher Block High School football game of the week on CityView Sportscast.
Back inside Paul Menachini Field here in Lowville, Ohio. You've been listening to the Beduricks Butcher Block High School football game of the week. Matt Lipsack here with you for the halftime report. Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard here reads Lowville 24 and Mineral Ridge 7. We opened the game with 4 punts, and then finally some offense broke through. It was the Lowville Rockets with a 10-play, 65-yard drive that ended in a field goal for Matthew Lucido. I believe it was about a 25-yard kick that put them ahead 3-0. Mineral Ridge punts on the ensuing drive, and that punt was actually blocked and recovered by the Rockets inside the Mineral Ridge 5-yard line. Ended in a 6-yard touchdown run for, I believe, Gino Perry. And that put Lowville up 10-0. And then an onside kick. On the ensuing kickoff, they drove that 7 plays, 51 yards. Ended in another touchdown. Mineral Ridge came back. 2 plays, 60 yards. 55-yard run by Ian Erb, and then a 5-yard run for the touchdown. Made it 17-7, but then on the ensuing drive, 4-play, 56-yard drive that was capped off with a 29-yard pass from Michael Balone to Matthew Lucido. And that's how we got our 24-7 halftime score. Mineral Ridge will receive the second half kickoff. Get you some stats from the first half. We'll start with Lowville rushing. Michael Balone, 8 carries for 48 yards. Gino Perry, 8 carries for 42 yards and a touchdown. Santonio Rivera Ocasio, 2 carries for 2 yards. Michael Balone is 9 for 16 passing for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. Braylon Dabney, 5 catches for 57 yards and a touchdown. Bruce Brenner, 1 catch for 55 yards. Matthew Lucido, 7 catches for 38 yards and a touchdown. 3 catches for 38 yards and a touchdown. Let's take a look at the stats for Mineral Ridge. Ian Erb, 10 carries for 81 yards and a touchdown. Owen Shingeldecker, 1 carry for 7 yards. Preston Holbrook, 1 carry for 1 yard. Shingeldecker is 3 for 4 for 11 yards and an interception. Ian Erb, 0 for 3 passing. Ian Erb has all 3 receptions for 11 yards. See, Lowville is 2 for 7 on 3rd down, 2 for 2 on 4th down. Mineral Ridge is 1 for 7 on 3rd down. Going to go ahead and step aside for a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we will have the PAC report from Studio Central and Struthers. You are listening to the halftime show, Beduricks Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week, here on CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
With over 30 years of experience, Beduricks Butcher Block in Mineral Ridge is a quality-driven company focused on great personal service. Our fresh meats are of the finest cut. We make a variety of burgers, sausages, and a full line of deli meats. Using our own smokehouse, we prepare different types of jerky, snack sticks, kibasi, bacon, hot dogs, and bone-in hams. When your tummy needs some relief, call 652-BEEF. That's 330-652-2333. If you love history, head over to YouTube and check out Blogging Through History. Hosted by Mineral Ridge High School graduate Chris Mowery, Blogging Through History visits historic sites to explore not only the well-known figures and events of the past, but also compelling stories that maybe you've never heard before. Chris would also like to wish his niece Amira Emsch and the Mineral Ridge Rams the best of luck for a successful 2023 season.
If you are seeking a skilled photographer in Northeast Ohio with experience in capturing documentary-style photographs for various occasions such as family events, weddings, graduations, sporting events, and other special occasions, look no further than Colleen Moore Photography. Accessible via ColleenMoorePhotography.com, or she can be reached at 330-314-7547. Colleen sends her best wishes to the Mineral Ridge Rams for a fantastic season. Go Rams!
W&M Quality Roofing, LLC is an insured and bonded Mahoning Valley family-owned roofing business. At W&M, we treat your roof and home as if it's our very own. Give us a call at 330-647-0610 for a free estimate. Did you get damage from the latest storm? We also offer financing and specialists for insurance claims. For professional and efficient service, call W&M Quality Roofing at 330-647-0610. Now back to the Beduricks Butcher Block High School football game of the week on CityView Sportscast.
Back inside Paul Minichini Field for the halftime report. Jesse's Jericho scoreboard says Lowville 24 and Mineral Ridge 7. We're going to throw it back up the road to Studio Central in Struthers for the PAC report. Take it away, boys.
Welcome to the PAC Football Report, covering games on September 16th, 2023. I'm Joe Onderco. This week we will take a quick look back at Week 2 action in the President's Athletic Conference, while also previewing Week 3 contests this coming Saturday. Week 2 of PAC football action saw 3 teams, defending champion Carnegie Mellon, Grove City, and Washington and Jefferson, each improved to 2-0 with league wins. The Tartans posted their second straight shutout, blanking visiting St. Vincent 38-0. Grove City overcame an early deficit to win at Waynesburg 43-27, while W&J rolled past Bethany 42-7. In other action, the game of the day was in Meadville, where a goal line interception in the closing seconds clinched a 27-21 road win for Geneva at Allegheny. Finally, Westminster got its first win with a 28-7 home victory over Teal. Case Western Reserve had the weekend off. PAC Player of the Week honors for Week 2 went to junior quarterback Jacob Pugh from W&J on offense, senior defensive back Kevin Arcia from Carnegie Mellon on defense, and Grove City senior kick returner Gabe Dunlap on special teams. Earning PAC Newcomer of the Week laurels was Westminster freshman linebacker Matthew Petruzzi. Week 3 again features 5 conference matchups. Highlighting the early games is a matchup of traditional conference powers, as 1-1 Westminster visits 2-0 Washington and Jefferson at Cameron Stadium in Washington at 1 p.m. W&J dominates the all-time series with the Titans 37-7, but the Presidents had dropped 4 straight meetings against Westminster before posting a 17-14 win in New Wilmington last season. President head coach Mike Sirianni talks about the challenges of facing a constantly evolving Titan defensive unit.
We're doing like a 4 or 5 game breakdown on them, and they're doing different things in all 4 or 5 games. They never stay the same. When they move and they're twisting, they're stunting, they're playing this coverage, they're playing that coverage, they're disguising things. And that's why they've been one of the top defenses, not just in the PAC, but probably in the country in the last 5 years.
Another huge league showdown takes place under the lights in Cleveland, as 2-0 Grove City travels to face 1-0 Case Western Reserve at DeSanto Field at 7 p.m. Case holds a 5-2 series advantage against the Wolverines. However, Grove City prevailed against the Spartans a year ago with a narrow 14-13 home victory. For Spartan head coach Greg Devilak, having the bye week in Week 2 allowed his squad extra time to prepare for this week's key matchup.
We use the bye week to prepare for Grove City, to tell you the truth. Sometimes we use it just to get better or heal, but we're definitely preparing for Grove City and their looks, and we feel it's going to be a great challenge, and they're a very, very solid football team in all 3 aspects of the game.
After starting the season with losses to the top 2 teams in the PAC preseason poll, 0-2 St. Vincent hopes to get back on track at home Saturday as the Bearcats host 1-1 Allegheny at Chuck Knoll Field in Latrobe. It is only the 3rd all-time meeting on the gridiron between the programs. Prior to last year's 52-35 Bearcat victory, the programs last met in 1929, when the Gators recorded a 28-6 win over St. Vincent. Bearcat head coach Aaron Smetanka talks about the keys to victory for his squad on Saturday against Allegheny.
Yes, going back from Allegheny State, the first 2 weeks they played really well, being very honest. I think they're a completely different team than they were last year. Seeing it just from every phase of the game with them playing, whether it be from the teams and special teams, offense or defense. They've done some really good things here, helping change around it.
In other Week 3 action, 2-0 Carnegie Mellon remains home at Gesling Stadium in Pittsburgh with a 1 p.m. kickoff against 0-2 Waynesburg. The Tartans lead 14-5-1 in the all-time series between the programs, which dates back to 1907. Last season, the Yellow Jackets gave the unbeaten Tartans a scare before CMU prevailed 27-20. Finally, two teams in search of their first win battle in Greenville when 0-2 Teal hosts 0-2 Bethany at Alumni Stadium at 1 p.m. It's the 78th all-time meeting between the programs dating back to 1917, with the Bison narrowly leading the series against the Tomcats 40-36-1. That's all for this edition of the PAC Football Report. Please log on to the conference website at www.pacathletics.org all season long for the latest news, scores, statistics, and other league information. You can follow us on social media via Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, and Instagram. Links are available at the PAC website. I'm Joe Onderco. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you at the stadium.
All right, well, we're going to just bring it back. This is Matt Emsch. Take it over from Mr. Lipsack real quick. We're at Lowville right now for the Mineral Ridge game at halftime, and we have a special guest. We have ex-Rocket, newly donned Penguin, fellow Penguin, Vinny Ballone, who was the quarterback last year for the Lowville Rockets in their best season ever, 11-1. Unfortunately, you guys lost in the playoffs, but you did an incredible job. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So tell us a little bit. We got a couple of minutes to talk. Looking at this game, what's your opinions on this game right now?
Yeah, we're looking pretty good right now. We're in the lead with the 24-7 going into halftime. And our offense is looking real strong. You know, on defense, we're looking great too. I mean, one big run happened, and that's where the touchdown came from. But other than that, we're playing great. We had an interception. And Cousin Mike was looking real good out there.
He looks phenomenal. He took over the reins after you graduated, and you know, I said to my partner here that the coaches have done an outstanding job of scouting, and they have done everything right about, you know, where the weaknesses are for the Rams. Switching gears, looking at you know, going to camp. I know how tough camp is. I did it many times. It's not the funnest thing in the world, but you know, for some of the young guys out there that might be listening now, or when they listen to this, you know, down the road, it'll be on the air. You know, what's the biggest difference, the biggest change that you've had moving from high school to college?
Yeah, it's a lot of hard work in college. You know, high school, you know, you're getting home from school, you're going straight to practice. It's a 2-hour practice. When you get to college, you know, it's a lot of hard work. You got to put in the effort. You got to put in the time. A lot quicker game in college, you know. Yeah, a lot faster.
It is, and you know, you talked about, you know, a lot more time. You know, a lot of people don't understand what being a student athlete in college is. You basically live down there. You know, you go to school all day. You go in, you go to practice. You're at practice. Then you have meetings after practice. Then you got to go back, do schoolwork, wake up, do it all over again. So you don't get much time. You know, what has been one of your, you know, favorite things that you have had making this switch, like with the football team specifically? Like, how do you like Coach Phillips?
Yeah, he's a real great guy. He's a great coach. I mean, he's phenomenal, honestly. I mean, the way he runs practice, the way he does everything with us, he includes everybody. He's a real great guy.
Hey, you know, he was a student coach when I played there a long time ago, 91 through 94, but it was nice to see him get the job, and you know, hopefully you guys just get back to the good old days. That's what everybody is waiting for, to you guys just to turn that switch and represent Youngstown. And so far, you guys have done a good job. You know, I thought they played relatively well against Ohio State, and they just got to, you know, take care of business in some of those bigger matchups coming down the road. They moved you from quarterback to tight end, which, I talked to your father, Bob, who's the AD here at Lowville. Tight end, in my opinion, is the most underutilized weapon and dangerous weapon in football. It is just underutilized no matter what level you're at, going from pee-wees to high school, college, and pros. How do you like making that change? And to be honest about it.
Yeah, well, I played quarterback my whole life,
right?
And then I switched to tight end. But now recently, a couple of days ago, they actually switched me back to quarterback.
Okay.
Yeah, just recently they switched me back to quarterback. Because one of our quarterbacks fractured his hand in practice. So,
which quarterback was this?
It was our fourth string quarterback,
Okay.
Sean Meyer. He came down after a throw on someone's helmet, and he fractured his hand, unfortunately.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So they moved me to quarterback because they can't go three quarterbacks,
Now, are you redshirted right now still?
I'm still redshirt.
Hopefully, I think that would be a great thing for you, to get a, little time at quarterback, but I really see you down the road, gaining maybe another 25, 30 pounds. I could see you at 235, 240, which would be excellent for you. And I just think that'd be great. And I think we're going to see great things from you. Vinny Barone, thank you so much for, taking time out of being here tonight. Good luck with the Penguins. Yeah. And, go Penguins, man.
Yep,
good luck with your career, and hopefully we'll be seeing great things out of you. I think we will. Thanks again, brother. We're going to take another break for 2 minutes, and we will be right back.
Shining Stars Dance and Baton in Niles, Ohio is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level. Shining Stars would like to wish all the cheerleaders, dance line, band, feature twirler Amira, and players a successful season. Go Rams!
SNK, painting your house today. SNK, painting your house
SNK Painting provides exceptional painting and refinishing services to the Mahoning Valley and surrounding communities by being an industry leader in our field, focusing on customer service and delivering extraordinary results. We offer interior and exterior painting, and we specialize in cabinet refinishing with affordable cabinet solutions. Call SNK Painting for your free estimate at 330-505-1910.
SNK, painting your house today.
Experience nature's bounty with Creations Backyard. Elevate your health with the most nutrient-dense foods on earth. From farm to table, sustainably cultivated with care. Grown locally in Niles, Ohio with no chemicals or synthetics ever. Unlock your culinary creativity with Creation Backyard Microgreens. Convenient local delivery and pickup options available. Order now at creationsbackyard.com or call 330-282-7208.
Action Physical Therapy is a locally owned outpatient physical therapy company serving the Mahoning Valley for over 20 years. With 5 convenient locations in Hubbard, Cortland, Kinsman, Salem, and Mineral Ridge. Action Physical Therapy can handle all of your physical therapy needs. Action Physical Therapy will create a unique plan made specifically for you. Call us at 1-8333-BEST-PT to schedule your evaluation today. Check us out at myactionpt.com. Get back in action with Action Physical Therapy, and as always, go Rams.
Now back to the Beduricks Butcher Block High School football game of the week on CityView Sportscast.
Welcome back inside Paul Mancini Field here in Lowville, Ohio. Matt Lipsack and Matt Emch here with you. Beduricks Butcher Block High School football game of the week. Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard says Lowville 24 and Mineral Ridge 7. And, Matt, as we were talking about, the game really spawned on that blocked punt. So, I guess before that, even the bobbled kickoff that led to Mineral Ridge having the ball inside their own 5-yard line, which led to the blocked punt, which led to the touchdown, which led to the onside kick, which led to the touchdown. So, really, things kind of snowballed from there on Mineral Ridge. And, unfortunately, they got the ball back with, about 3 minutes or so left in the first quarter or first half, and couldn't get a touchdown. They are going to receive this second half kickoff. And, really, I think a touchdown here is imperative.
I agree. They got to get back in the game, not just numerically, just mentally for the team. They need to show that they, can win this game, that they can get back into it. And that job comes down to the leaders on the team. Obviously we have leaders of every age on this team that are starting. We have some really amazing sophomores. I don't care who it is. If you step up and you're a leader and you start something positive, you don't have to depend on just your seniors. Of course, Ian Erb and the other seniors should step up first. But you know what? Those guys that are starting, any one of them should and has the ability and the right to step up and try and get the guys fired up and to, take a point of them making something happen.
As Matthew Lucido showing off the leg, I think he just split the uprights from about 37 or 38 yards. So, really, kind of looking at the first half stats, Lowville, 18 carries for 92 yards, so averaging right around 5 yards a carry, 9 completed passes for 150. That's over 15 yards a catch. That might be 18 yards a catch.
Yeah, that's just, phenomenal. They're doing what we normally see out of the Rams. They're dominating right now, and their stats are gaudy. I've said it, a few times already. I'll say it again. The coaches have done an excellent job, scouting this football team from Mineral Ridge. The coaches always exchange films. Nothing has changed over the decades. And they got, the films, and they looked at what works for other teams. And, you and I have had some worries the last few weeks, them on the edge, them with some of the passing game. And, we worry about some of those things, and they are definitely utilizing their talent and hitting them directly in the mouth right where they're not good in their game.
And Louisville really possessing the ball too. 35 offensive plays to 19 for Mineral Ridge. So here comes our Youngstown Orthopedic Associates second half kickoff. And the Rams are going to try to right the ship right now. Lucido teeing the ball up at the 40-yard line. Lucido, trying to check with the official for a signal. Now he's just going to go ahead and boot it. Goes for the onside kick.
Oh,
bounces
no.
off a man at the 40, still loose. And I think that is jumped on by Thomas Kolanowski.
Yeah.
At the 44-yard line. It bounced off the chest of Corey Squarick.
That was number 7, Matt Lucido, and he kicked.
Thank God Thomas Konlowski got that. He was on top of it. That could have been disastrous. And again, that is one of the things that multiple teams have utilized against the Rams that they know that they have had problems with.
So ball at the 44-yard line. Mineral Ridge going to start the second half on offense here. Shingledecker at quarterback. 3 wide receivers, twins to the right, tight end left. Herb sidecar left. Balestrino comes in motion, takes the jet handoff. Balestrino got the corner, but only got about a gain of 2, maybe 3. He got across the 45. They are going to give him the 46.
Yeah, and number 2, Michael Balone, the quarterback, came in, and we know when you have smaller schools, you play both ways, and usually the quarterback plays defensive back, and he came in there like a bat out of hell and made a nice tackle.
3 wide receivers again. Shingledecker to Herb, made a cut, went to the left, got off tackle, across the 50, down near the first down. I think they are going to give it to him at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, I think he got it. They should be moving the change. Yeah, they are. Not yet, they haven't.
No, they're marking just short.
Well,
now they say first down. They haven't moved the chains.
Have a quick score, 21-7, Springfield over Jackson Milton, and still 7-7. Harding and Cheney and Ursuline. Last score is they are up 19-7 at halftime on Fitch.
Herb off right tackle. Nice ankle grab there by Michael Balone as Herb going to be held to a gain of 2.
Malone is having an amazing game on both sides of the ball. That's 2 plays in a row. He's had a nice tackle.
2nd and 8. Ball at the 44. Far side down marker makes it look closer to the 43, but I'm looking at the ball on the near hash. It's on the 44. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers, twins to each side. Basista in the backfield. Schildecker across the middle, has Herb, 20, 15, makes a man miss, walks into the end zone, touchdown, Mineral Ridge, 44-yard touchdown pass from Owen Schildecker to Ian Herb.
Exactly what you and I just talked about what they needed to do when they got the ball. They needed to get some points, not only numerically for getting that score closer, they needed it mentally to show that they are a good football team and that they are capable of getting back in this game.
I wasn't sure if Herb was going to be able to get to it. He was open and just beautiful hands.
Yeah, and nice juke move to the left when he finally broke away from everybody.
The kick is up by Landon Powell. The kick is good. S&K painting, 3rd quarter clock says 10:15. Jesse's Dairy Coke scoreboard says Lowellville 24, Norwich 14. We're step aside for 30 seconds. We're listening to the Bedurks Butcher Block High School football game of the week here on City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
Shining Stars Dance and Baton in Niles, Ohio is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level. Shining Stars would like to wish all the cheerleaders, dance line, band, feature twirler Amira, and players a successful season. Go Rams!
Now back to the Bedurks Butcher Block High School football game of the week on City View Sportscast.
4-play, 56-yard drive results in a 44-yard touchdown from Owen Schildecker to Ian Herb. For Schildecker, passing touchdown number 5 and receiving touchdown number 3 for Herb. Landon Powell to kick it off from the left hash, bringing us our Youngstown Orthopedic Associates kickoff.
Now we need that defense to do what they've done in so many games. And 4 of their wins this season, they just pin their ears back. They need to start pressuring him from the outside. They got to control that outside and start putting him on his back. And they can.
We got a freshman on a kick coverage. The orange number as a line drive is fielded by, I believe that is number 11, Braylon Dabney, as line drive. Or no, check that number 4.
Matthew Lucido. I thought that was 7.
But a line drive kick fielded at the 40-yard line. Dunlap's Repair Service would like to wish Christian Dunlap and the Mineral Ridge Rams a successful season. For all your plumbing and backflow needs, you can call Joe and Noah Dunlap at 330-718-8650. Go Rams! First and 10, Lowellville. Shotgun. 3 wide receivers, tight end left. Handoff. Up the middle to
Santino Rivera-Casio on the carry.
Rivera-Casio, and he gets stuffed.
Corey Squire came up. Corey Squire came up, or Squire. I got to find out how to pronounce that correctly. And he just laid the wood. He read that beautifully.
Great move there by the linebacker.
He's having a good game tonight. We've said his name a number of times.
Second and 11. 3 wide receivers, tight end right, sidecar right for Malone. He's going to hand it off to Perry. Gets across the 40 out to the 44.
Tackled by number 40.
Holbrook and Russell both on the tackle for the Rams. Good job. They're starting to get to the ball as a group, as a unit. They're doing great pursuit. Starting to show, them get into their normal flow of things. Hopefully they can keep them from getting a fresh set of downs.
So we're actually going to call it 3rd and 5. Thought the kickoff was fielded to the 40. He must have put it down to the 39. Malone, play action. Rolls right, being watched by Russell. Pass is away. Pass is caught. Across the middle, down to the 41-yard line of Mineral Ridge is A.J. Ball.
Well, yeah, that's number 7. That
was not Lucido. That was number 8.
Oh, okay. You have the better eyes than I do.
A.J. Bulk. Belky. Thank you.
Yes, we have Lucido's dad down here who's correcting us. Thank you, sir. We appreciate that big time. Hey, we want to give these kids their proper due.
So, 1st and 10 at the Ridge 41. Balone rolling left. Battling through was Squarick as Balone gets the pass away. He took a nice bump from Jacob Russell as the pass goes out of bounds, incomplete, intended for Ryan Nieder.
He's feeling that too. He just bent over and he's pulling himself together. You know, the Holbrook is definitely not one that you want to come face to face with if you're a quarterback. He brings the wood, and he's just a sophomore, but he has been a beast in this season.
So 2nd and 10 upcoming for the Rockets. Ball at the Mineral Ridge 41-yard line. Two in the backfield, 2 wide receivers, tight end left as Balone rolls left on the option, and he's going to pitch it to Perry. It's across the 40, dances past Pemberton, across the 35.
22. Perry on the carry, tackled by number 44.
And I think they're going to give him the 34 on a gain of 7.
Corey Square came up again and laid a nice shot on him. I'm going to tell you what, he is having a heck of a defensive game. We've got a couple guys that are really doing an outstanding job defensively tonight, and he's one of them.
So 3rd and 3 upcoming for Lowville. Ball on the Ridge, 34-yard line. Got to get to the 31 for the first down. Shotgun, sidecar right is Rivero Casio. 4 wide receivers. If trips to the right. So receiver left is Lucido. That's where Balone's looking. Easy out pattern there for Lucido. And lunged forward to the 25-yard line. Got the first down for a gain of 9.
Ethan Pemberton on the tackle for the Rams. They're definitely getting tested on the outside. You know, those have been some of the weak points that they've been exploited, you know, in some games. And again, the Rockets are doing a good job at hitting those exact ones.
Shotgun, 4 wide receiver, sidecar left is Rivero Casio, and he'll take the handoff, but get blown up in the backfield as fighting through his block was that Zach Stacy on the bottom of that pile.
It sure was. I'm going to tell you what, defense. He is an incredible offensive lineman. But tonight, he's having the best defensive game of his career so far that I've seen.
Call a loss of 1. 2nd and 11 upcoming for the Rockets. They'll break the huddle with 4 wide receivers in the spread, 2 to each side. Rivera Casio is the sidecar. Balone across the middle, wide open touchdown. Landon Essenline, 26-yard touchdown pass and catch as Michael Balone has another.
Yeah, Eisenwine just wide open. Nobody in the middle of that field. That's, you know, numerous times tonight. The Rams have been exploited right in that area. I'm surprised that they haven't made any adjustments right there. You got to get somebody to stay at home right there.
Lucido for the extra point. Snap, back, hold down, kick up, kick, good.
And it's good.
6:17 left on the SNK Painting third quarter clock. Jesse's Dairy Coke scoreboard reads Lowville 31.
With 6 minutes and 17 seconds.
And Mineral Ridge 14. We're set aside for 30 seconds. You're listening to the Bedurks Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week here on CU Sportscast, part of the iMedia Network.
If you love history, head over to YouTube and check out Blogging Through History. Hosted by Mineral Ridge High School graduate Chris Mowery, Blogging Through History visits historic sites to explore not only the well-known figures and events of the past, but also compelling stories that maybe you've never heard before. Chris would also like to wish his niece Amira Emsch and the Mineral Ridge Rams the best of luck for a successful 2023 season. Now back to the Beduricks Butcher Block High School football game of the week on CityView Sportscast.
On as the kicking team.
Ball went out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. We'll see where they put it down.
We have a couple other scores. Springfield up 21-10 on Jackson Milton in the third quarter. And the last score we have still is Cheney 7, Harding 7. Let the guys at the studio know we had a little bit of an echo there for a minute.
So we put the ball down at the, actually, far side down marker has it the 46.
We have a special shout out to a special person. The Rams team, coaches, family, entire stadium would like to tell Harry Bittner that we're all fighting for you, sir, and we're all behind you. Wishing you nothing but the best. Your family and your Rams love you.
Still trying to figure out where they're going to put the ball down, looking to see if...
I need some defogger for my glasses.
It is getting a little dewy out here as the temperature drops.
I'm sweating a little bit, so the 2 makes my glasses all fogged up.
So they are going to put it down to the 45. Looks like they finally have it figured out. 1st and 10 for Mineral Ridge. Shotgun. 2 wide receivers. Balestrino comes in motion. And on the option, it's Herb. Throws a stiff arm on Perry. Fights his way forward to the 49 on a 4-yard gain.
I love watching him run. He does not give it up.
Flag, I believe, on the play.
Against the Rams, they're signaling. Okay. Amy Russell and her family want to tell the Mineral Ridge Cross Country team, good luck tomorrow at the Lordstown Invitational. Go Rams.
So that's going to bring it back to the 30-yard line. 1st and 25.
Jeez.
That's exactly what Mineral Ridge did not need. 4 wide receivers, shotgun. Sidecar to the left is Basista. Schindledecker looks left and skips it into Balestrino. Pass is incomplete.
Yeah, he's an incredible receiver, one of the best. I've made no secret. I think him, Don Perry from Fitch, they're 2 of the best in the area. But you got to put it in his hands. It just hit the ground and keep it up off the turf. Give the kid a chance.
So 2nd and 25. Shotgun, 3 wide receivers. Sidecar left is Herb. Breaks a tackle up the middle. It's about a gain of 4. Be 3rd and 21.
Tackle by number 8, AJ Bell.
Not many 3rd and 21 plays in the playbook, Matt.
Yeah.
And long for the Rams.
No, they need to dig in and run some things that they're not used to running.
And you have to watch throwing the ball to Balestrino here because he's been double and triple covered all night.
All night. And you know, he's been intercepted, when he's thrown it in here. Have the legendary train that might stop the game.
Schindledecker, play action. Looking right, throwing left, looking for Pemberton. Pulls it in at the 25-yard. No, incomplete.
Oh, that's the stat. I'm sorry. He looked like he caught it to me.
Said he lost it going to the ground.
Okay, well, he didn't control. He was grabbing the sides of his helmet. Like, what? Are you kidding me? We don't have a replay board here at Louisville, so we can't look at it again. That's a shame. He sure looked like he caught it.
Of course, the ball was shielded from his body.
Right.
And it looked like Braylon Dabney was getting away with some holding in the pattern there, but
no, for sure. I thought there was going to be a flag.
So Herb for the punt, high snap, gets it away. Refielded by Lucido at the 34. Gets past Pemberton to the 40. Hauled out of bounds. At about the 45, Chase Moore on the tackle.
Yeah, getting downfield quick. Big boy did a great job getting downfield. That's another one of those sophomores who's been a player of the game. Him and his brother, who's a junior, they both are really good. But, you've got some of these sophomores I've talked about numerous times have just really stepped it up this year. And man, are they going to be good? I mean, just going into their junior year.
They put the ball down to 47, so a 13-yard return for Lucido. 1st and 10, Louisville. And Mineral Ridge needs a stop in the worst way here. Back to pass, Balone. Looking down the middle, has Dabney. Caught at the 15, rolled down to about the 11.
And Matt, it's the exact same part of the field that he's been getting hit all night. I don't understand why they are not putting somebody in that area of the field. Just keep them there.
42-yard pass play.
They're just throwing it to one area.
As Dabney ran a post and basically wide open. Nice pitch and catch there.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10, ball to Ridge 11. Shotgun, 2 in the backfield, tight end left, 2 wide receivers. Man comes in motion. And Balone's going to hand it off to Perry. Strung out by Moore and blows it up in the backfield and takes him down. They're going to mark forward progress at the 18-yard line. We'll call it a loss of 7.
Yeah, and he is very slow. Gino Perry is very slow. You can see him. He's got his head down. He's kind of moving around. He is a load. And not only did he run him down and get him way behind the line of scrimmage, he also dropped his full set of weight on top of him. And he didn't feel too good, I'm sure.
I mean, honestly, surprised the whistle didn't blow that forward progress had been stopped. They let him take him to the ground.
Yeah. Well, I always say let him play football, especially here in high school.
So, again, shotgun. 2 wide receivers, 2 in the backfield, tight end motions to the right. Flag on the play, false start.
False start against the Rockets.
So we'll bring it back 5 more yards. Going to be 2nd and 22.
Barb Balestrino would like to wish the Mineral Ridge Rams team, coaching staff, and especially her grandson, Brady Balestrino, successful and healthy remainder of the season. Go Rams.
So ball at the 23-yard line, 2nd and 22. Louisville can get a first down without a touchdown. Shotgun, 2 wide receivers, 2 in the backfield, tight end left. Balone back to pass, looking left, throws left, looking for Lucido. Off his fingertips in the end zone. I think maybe Pemberton got away with a little bit of the hand holding there, but
not going to say anything. I did. I kind of got a little worried.
You're allowed to say that you agree.
Yeah, I agree. I expected a little yellow to come in there, but their backs were turned to the referee, so he shielded that, thankfully.
So 3rd and 22. But these weighty downs, the long down and distance have bit Mineral Ridge all season long, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
2 wide receivers, tight end left, 2 in the backfield. Balone in the shotgun. Drops back, looks left. Couldn't throw the screen, dropped the ball. Loose around the 37-yard line. Did Louisville recover?
No.
Louisville did recover. It'll be 4th down.
Oh, they do give it to them. Because they're pointing each way. They're pointing to the left, to the right. Who's getting it?
Also did not see who was on the bottom of that pile.
I had one ref pointing to the Rockets. I had another pointing to the Rams. And we have a Rocket, I think, down on the field, hurt. He's up now, thankfully.
Limping off the field, Vinny Perry. And they are good. They have left 4th down on the down markers. The ball is back at the 37-yard line.
Hello to my wife, Stacy, that came up to say hello. Hello, how are you? We're good. Was
Hi,
nice.
Stacy. Lovely to see you.
It was nice watching my daughter, Amira, twirl fire at halftime. She was incredible.
So, Lucido back to punt. He's at the 50. Backtracking to the 10 is Ian Erb. 4th and 36 after the huge loss. High snap. Lucido gets it down, gets the kick away. Bounces at the 11. Rolls inside the 5. And that is where the Rockets will down it. Beautiful punt by Lucido.
Very nice punt. Thank you to Johnson Controls. Johnson Controls is a world leader in smart buildings created safely, healthy, and sustainable. They wanted to wish the Mineral Ridge Rams good luck this season.
They are going to put the ball down right at the 5. So, 31-yard punt, effective. Effective punt by Matthew Lucido. So Mineral Ridge, 95 yards to go here on this drive. 2:44 left on the S&K Painting third quarter clock. Jesse, repunt. Did not hear why. Didn't hear a flag.
No, I didn't either.
But they are marking it. They are walking it back.
Yeah, they are. This will be good for the Rams.
And they walk it back 10.
I was looking down.
Snap is better. Kick is away. Herb going to field it at the 14. To the left. Gets across. There comes a couple of flags as Herb gets up near the 30.
Well, we have quite a bit of laundry. I saw a legal hit. Ram just lambasted a Rocket. They might call that a crackback block. I'm not sure. Here we go.
I think a hold. Declined. Personal foul. Crackback block.
Told you. Yeah, I saw it. I mean, he just put him in another dimension.
So we'll see where they walk this back to.
He woke up on the other side of the veil. Get-A-Me Drain, who specialize in residential, commercial, and industrial drain cleaning services. Call 330-758-5031.
It's brought the ball to 10, which is where Mineral Ridge is going to put it into action. Far side judge says we have the wrong ball on the field, still the kicking ball out there.
We'd like to wish the Mineral Ridge Rams good luck this season. That's from Get-A-Me Drain, and we are sorry from everybody here about your family loss.
Shotgun. 3 wide receivers. High snap. Able to get the handoff away to Herb, fighting his way up to the 15 for a gain of 5.
Yeah, one of the things that has worked very well for the Rams tonight is running to the outside and running off Stacy, I believe, to the right inside. They need to start utilizing what works for them.
14 carries, now 100 yards for Ian Herb on the evening.
He gets him quick, doesn't he?
He does. 2nd and 5 is high. Snap. Shingledecker going to just have to hang on to it, trying to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's exactly where he's going to get to, as he just could not receive the snap cleanly.
You know, those high snaps have been going on since game one. And it's something Coach Shaner had talked about at the beginning of the season, that their long snapper was injured. But, I don't know if he's out for the year, and this is, just what we have. But they need to really correct that issue.
Timeout, Mineral Ridge.
And Brian Shaner's going to call a timeout with 1:31 left on the SK Painting third quarter clock. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to the Derek Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week here on City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
Shining Stars Dance and Baton in Niles, Ohio is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level. Shining Stars would like to wish all the cheerleaders, dance line, band, feature twirler Amira, and players a successful season. Go Rams!
Now back to the Beduricks Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on City View Sportscast.
8, Jacksonville 10.
Back inside Paul Menichini Field here in Lowellville, Ohio. Matt Lipsack and Matt Hempshire with you. Beduricks Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week. 3rd and 5 for Mineral Ridge. Ball at their own 15. Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard says Lowellville 31, Ridge 14. Schildecker back. Looking across the middle. Herb jump ball incomplete. Broken up by Lucido.
So disappointing. He was so close. He's just dangerous no matter what position he plays. He does, do it all, but just a little too far out of his range. Fingertips there. And we got a rocket down.
We do have a man down near where that pass landed, Ryan Nieder.
He's up already, I think. No, is he still down? I think he's still getting ready to get up.
Nieder able to walk off under his own power. Want to say hi to my parents who are tuning in from North Carolina this evening.
Hello, Lipsack family. Hope to meet you guys someday. Got a heck of a son here.
Checks in the mail, Matt. 4th and 5. And Mineral Ridge look like they're lining up to punt. Lucido standing at the 35-yard line. Herb gets away, a low line drive, fielded at the 45 by Lucido. Pemberton, nice tackle.
Yeah.
As we have a flag on the play as well.
Flag right. I'll tell you what, he has done a great job defensively as well. Both him and Stacy have had excellent games tonight defensively.
And they're walking it forward. Maybe a 5-yard face mask on the tackle, maybe.
Personal foul against the Rams.
We'll give Lucido 5 yards on the return. And then they're going to put the ball down, looks like at the 34-yard line. Shotgun one in the backfield is Rivera Casio. Broke a tackle, falls forward to the 21-yard line. I'm sorry, they put that ball down at the 29, not the 34.
Aiden Overacre almost had him. He broke through him, and then Holbrook laid a shot on him, and he was able, while falling, to get a couple more yards.
So they call it 2nd and 2. Shotgun, sidecars Rivera Casio, blown back to pass. Being pressured by Russell. Russell goes down as Malone rolls to the left. He's going to run for it and get out of bounds right around the line of scrimmage. No, they're going to give him a gain of 1 to the 20. 3rd and 1 upcoming.
Russell's going off the field limping a little. He's favoring that hamstring. I hope he didn't pull that, trying to get him. He's been so close a couple times. Balone is just doing a great job running and throwing. I mean, he got handed the mantle from Vinny, his cousin, and Michael is doing an outstanding job in his place. No, definitely not as big. He is the opposite in size.
Yeah, Vinny 6'5", Michael 5'9".
Yeah, there's a big. But I tell you what, he's playing as big as his cousin.
Shotgun 4 wide receivers, fakes the handoff, quick slat, Dabney caught 10, 5, turns on the Jets for the touchdown, untouched on the slant for Dabney.
And he just hurt his foot really bad, doing something crossing the. He's limping back. He was kind of hopping up. I think it was his left ankle, but he looks all right now. He shook it off.
20-yard touchdown pass for Michael Balone. I believe that's his third touchdown pass of the evening.
I mean, they have just been, he's down now. He's got cramps. That's what it is. It doesn't surprise me. I mean, the kid has been open all night long.
Check that fourth touchdown pass as Balone is 14 for 23, 262 and 4 touchdowns as offside being called on the extra point here.
Offsides against the Rockets.
Amy Russell and her family want to wish the Mineral Ridge cross country team, good luck tomorrow at the Lordstown Invitational. Go Rams.
So we'll back it up 5 yards. And it will be a 25-yard extra point attempt for Matthew Lucido.
Man, these glasses just keep fogging up on me.
Snap is back. Hold is down. Kick is up. Kick is good.
It's good.
21.3 seconds left on the SNK Painting third quarter clock. Jesse's Dairy Coach scoreboard says Lowville 38, Mineral Ridge 14. We're going to step aside for 60 seconds. You're listening to the Bernard Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week here on City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
With over 30 years of experience, Beduric's Butcher Block in Mineral Ridge is a quality-driven company focused on great personal service. Our fresh meats are of the finest cut. We make a variety of burgers, sausages, and a full line of deli meats. Using our own smokehouse, we prepare different types of jerky, snack sticks, kibasi, bacon, hot dogs, and bone-in hams. When your tummy needs some relief, call 652-BEEF. That's 330-652-2333. Now back to the Beduric's Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on City View Sportscast.
Quarter break. I'm running to get my hoodie. Back inside Paul Menachini Field, Lowville, Ohio. 20-yard passing touchdown from Michael Balone to Braylon Dabney.
He has been open all night. Quick scores, Harding up 14-7 on Cheney, and Springfield up 28-10 on undefeated Jackson Milton.
As Lucido kicks it deep, bounces past Rossi. He'll pick it up at the 15. Gets forward to about the 18-yard line, which is where Mineral Ridge will put it into action, 1st and 10. Dunlap's Repair Service would like to wish Christian Dunlap and the Mineral Ridge Rams a successful season. For all your plumbing and backflow needs, you can call Joe and Noah Dunlap at 330-718-8650. Go Rams! Shotgun, 3 wide receivers, twins to the right, sidecar left. They're going to hand it off to Herb. Gets across the 20. And the final will be the final play probably of the third quarter as Ian Herb gets to the 22-yard line on a gain of 4.
I believe that was Matthew Lucido on the tackle.
The fourth quarter. With your Lowville Rockets 38, Mineral Ridge Rams.
So SNK Painting third quarter clock reads 0-0. Jesse's Derek Cove scoreboard says Louisville 38, Mineral Ridge 14. We're step aside for 60 seconds. You're listening to the Dirks Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week here on CVU Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
SNK, painting your house today. SNK, painting your house
SNK Painting provides exceptional painting and refinishing services to the Mahoning Valley and surrounding communities by being an industry leader in our field, focusing on customer service and delivering extraordinary results. We offer interior and exterior painting, and we specialize in cabinet refinishing with affordable cabinet solutions. Call SNK Painting for your free estimate at 330-505-1910.
painting your house today.
Shining Stars Dance and Baton in Niles, Ohio is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level. Shining Stars would like to wish all the cheerleaders, dance line, band, feature twirler Amira, and players a successful season. Go Rams!
Now back to the Beduricks Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on CityView Sportscast.
2nd and 6 for the Rams. Ball at their own 21. Coming in motion is Balestrino. He'll take it on the jet sweep. Dives across not across the 25. They're only going to give him a gain of 3.
Tackled by number 2, Michael Balone, and also number 7.
But they have got to keep attacking where it's worked, and that's outside. They run really well outside to the left, obviously to the long side of the field. They've done a good job with their receivers getting hats on hats and blocking guys and giving Herb some room. But they got to start handing the balls to Russell, too.
3rd and 4 for Mineral Ridge. Shotgun, sidecar right, tight end right. Up the middle comes Herb with a burst of speed. Gets across the 35, up near the 40.
Wow, he shot out of there like a cannon through him, boy. Wow, bat out of hell.
It's a first down.
They're going to mark him at the 38-yard line, gain of 16 and a first down.
And he just, showed that speed. He is a big boy, everybody. He's like 6'1", 6'2", like 230 pounds. And he moves, like somebody that is definitely not his size. I definitely see him moving on to the next level at some college or university.
Balestrino, jet sweep. Holbrook gets a block. They thought about the hold. Now they are going to throw the flag. Maybe a face mask call upcoming.
It looked like a face mask to me on Balestrino, but
Balestrino on the run.
We'll see.
He was met in the backfield by number 4, Ryan Niter.
Yeah, that's the way it's looking to me, I think.
As right now, it looks like that play lost a good 5 yards.
I definitely saw a face mask at the end of that play.
But where the official threw the flag, he lobbed it to the middle of the field. Usually they try to throw it at the point of the penalty.
Holding
on Middle Ridge. Right. They're going to decline it.
You were right.
As it was a big loss there on the rush by Balestrino.
If he would have turned it up instead of continued to try to get to the outside, he had a lane on the inside. He should have just let the blocking go and gone right off through the inside. He would have had a huge lead.
So they lost 5. And here up the middle was Preston Holbrook.
Yeah, he is a load, too. As you see, who is that? Matthew Lucido came. He met him in the middle, got thrown a little bit. Matthew's doing a great job, but I'll tell you what, he is a load.
Brandon Harris.
And they said Harris, too, but I saw Lucido on there, too.
So ball at the 36, 3rd and 12, shotgun. And timeout Louisville. 9:59 left on that SNK Painting 4th quarter clock. And so, Matt, obviously this is a 24-point game. That's 3 scores at the absolute best. So mathematically, it doesn't look great for Mineral Ridge here as we, come down through the 4th quarter.
No, unfortunately, the Rockets are starting to separate themselves from the Rams, just like Springfield is doing to Jackson Melton. just for everybody, 35-10 with 4:13 in the fourth, and Harding up 20-7 on Cheney. The Rockets just have done an outstanding job of utilizing the films that they traded with the coaches. Coaching staff are only doing what they scouted and watched film on, and they got all the things that you and I have been worried about the last few weeks, that when they played the better teams, they were going to start getting hit at those spots, and that's exactly what the Rockets are doing.
So 3rd and 12, 4 wide receivers, trips right, sidecar to the left. I believe that's Holbrook. Shingledecker back. Pressure, trying to get away up the middle. He's going to go for a gain of maybe 2. Maybe 3 out to the 38, but that is not what Mineral Ridge needs, is now it's 4th down.
No, 4th and long, and I mean, you don't want to give the ball back to them right now. I mean, they're doing everything right, especially in the passing game. They got to try and at the very least get this new set of fresh downs. Try and make this a 10-yard game.
Well, it does look like Ian Erb is lining up to punt here, and Lucido is back at the 40. Punt is away. Very nice punt by Ian Erb. Going to be hauled in at the 29-yard line. Lucido right up the middle, gets across the 35 out near the 37.
Lucido on the return.
Holbrook on the tackle. He got down fast. He laid a big hit on him, too.
10 from the 36-yard line.
So we'll call it a 7-yard return.
So they're going to be getting the ball back 38-14 with 9:07 left in the fourth quarter. Definitely don't want to be giving the ball back to this offense that's been extremely high-powered. The Rockets are just continuing to do what they did last year with Michael Ballone's cousin, not brother, and they're just doing the same exact thing.
So Mineral Ridge needs a stop here. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Sidecar is Perry. Actually, check that. Rivero Ocasio takes the handoff, runs a man over. That's Balestrino at the 40 and falls forward to the 42 for a gain of 6.
Getamy Drain, who specializes in residential, commercial, industrial drain cleaning services. You can call 330-758-5031 or online. They would like to wish the Mineral Ridge Rams good luck this season, and we would also like to say our condolences to the family for losing a family member.
2nd and 6 for Lowville. Shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Sidecar right. Hand off to Perry. Burst of speed up the middle. 50. Shoves a tackler down on the stiff arm. And he gets to the Mineral Ridge 46-yard line on a gain of 10 and a first down.
Yeah, they have just gotten in, the line and the specialty players, especially in this game. That's where this game has been won by the Rockets so far, is those specialty players. The quarterback and the receivers have just owned this game.
Shotgun, 3 wide receivers, tight end left. Lowville in the pistol. Malone running the option, sets a shovel pass up the middle, which is complete to number 8, A.J. Belke.
And that was Holbrook on the tackle. He's having a good game as well defensively.
I'll bring up 2nd and 8.
And Coach Shane are starting to put some new players in the game. You see number 64, Derek Radich, who is a freshman who got in last week. Number 51, Justin Sudetic. Number 23, Blake Basista, who was our player of the game defensively last week.
Lowville broke the huddle with 12. They're going to call a timeout. 7:12 left on the S&K Painting fourth quarter clock. See if I can open up Max Preps and get us some scores here quickly. No, you've got the Western Reserve scores, but I will have a few more. Let's see, Canton McKinley 34, Hoover 28 in the fourth quarter. McDonald 42, Waterloo 12. And then you've got Jackson Milton and Springfield. Ursuline 25, Fitch 14. in the fourth quarter over in Austintown.
Let's go Irish, baby.
See if maybe I can find my way over to
Springfield up 35-10 on Jackson Milton, and Harding up 27 on Cheney.
Let's see, Liberty 34, Newton Falls 33, Crestview 36, Brookville 26. Pirates have just taken a 6-5 lead over the Cubs. As looks like we're getting ready to get back to action here with 7:12 left on that S&K Painting fourth quarter clock. Lowellville in the pistol, 3 wide receivers, Twins right. Malone rolling right. Breaks a tackle, got and stepped out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Going to lose 2 on the play.
Corey Squarick and Holbrook on the tackle. Well, I'm rushing him out, pushing him out of bounds, actually. And again, you're seeing a lot of clean jerseys, younger guys getting in. And, I mean, if I was the Rockets head coach, I would start to do the same thing.
Lowellville again in the pistol, 3 wide receivers, Twins right. Malone now rolling left, looks to run the option, fakes the pitch, he's going to take it. 40, holding call upcoming as Brady Balestrino's down as Malone gets down across the 25.
He's all right. No,
all right, Brady's up.
Yeah, my heart just skipped a beat there, boy. He slipped and he pulled something, but he sucked it up like a tough football player. His dad, Dave, was a football player at Ursuline High School, and he's got good DNA in his genes.
So holding is the call on Lowellville. Going to bring it back to the Rockets side of the field. They're going to put the ball down
After the penalty, that'll bring up third
at
and
the
19 for the Rockets.
Lowellville 45. So 3rd and 19. 6:59 left on the S&K Painting fourth quarter clock. Remember, next Saturday, Phantoms home opener against Team USA. Going to raise their championship banner. Call the Phantoms box office. $5 tickets. 330-747-PUCK. 330-747-7825. Lowellville in the spread. Sidecar to the left. Blown back to pass. Gets it away toward the sideline and just out of bounds. As coming free was number 64, Derek Rakic.
Yeah.
On the rush. Nice last-second block. Otherwise, Malone did not see him.
No, and he's in. I was just going to bring his name up as well. He's a freshman. He's done a really good job stepping in for some of these starters. Last week, he stepped in and actually had that big sack at the end of the game.
So Lowellville to punt. Lucido standing at his own 30. Ian Erb.
And there's a site at Lowellville. You have a train that goes right by, as you can hear.
As Lucido gets the punt away, Erb at the 25, spins out of the tackle, keeps his footing to the 30, but then did slip and go down.
Yeah. Number 13, Landon Eisenwine, did a good job of just getting enough of his ankle that he couldn't stay upright. This Lowellville football team, defensively, offensively, special teams, all 3 phases tonight have really impressed me. They've played an excellent game. Their coaches had an excellent game plan. They obviously made great use of all of the game film, because everything, again, that we've worried about and that the Rams have not done so well against other teams with, that's how they exploited them tonight.
Timeout, Mineral Ridge. We will keep it right here with 6:45 left on the S&K Painting fourth quarter clock. Ridge trails by 24. Take a quick look at some of our stats here. Mineral Ridge, Ian Erb, 16 carries, buck 14, and a touchdown. Owen Shingledecker, 4 for 8 passing, 55 yards, and a touchdown. Ian Erb has all 4 receptions, 55 yards, and a touchdown. So I think, 44 of those came on one catch.
Yeah.
So, fortunately for Mineral Ridge, is unable to do anything in the passing game here this evening. Whereas if we look at the passing stats for Lowville, Michael Malone is 15 for 25 for 265 and 4 touchdowns. As up the middle go the Rams.
Look like possibly Holbrook.
Over the 35 to the 37.
It was either Holbrook or...
I believe it was Holbrook.
Yeah. And again, he's just a big
Holbrook on the
boy.
carry, tackle by number 73.
You know what? I'm worried about Balestrino. He just was running over to the their left, and his leg kind of gave out on there a second. I hope he just pulled a muscle and he's okay.
Herb in the shotgun here, hands it off to Holbrook. Bounces off right tackle, gets the corner, and gets the first down out near the 42-yard line. Gain of 5.
And the clock will they'll start moving as it did. And, I mean, they had both teams one timeout. I know that it's out of reach to win the game, but I would still be trying to get my boys moving here a little bit.
Herb hands it off to Holbrook one more time. Up the middle, gets to the 45 and meets resistance. Looks like they're maybe going to give him the 46-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 4 for Preston.
They're just, running. They're doing the ground game right now. It's almost like they just want to run the clock. And if they can get, some extra points out of it, it just almost seems like Coach Shaner just wants to get this matchup over with.
Herb to take the snap. Shotgun, 2 wide receivers. Hands it off, and up the middle comes number 22, Tanner Sharp.
New running back.
Tanner
Sharp is he is a freshman. So coach is getting all of the second and third stringers in. It looks like Lowville still has all of their starters in.
So we will call it a gain of 1 on the play to the 47.
Looks like a whole brand new offensive line out there.
Like you said, Matt, a lot of clean white jerseys out there.
It's almost the entire offense.
Here ahead comes Sharp again. About a gain of 2 up near the 49. They might give him midfield.
Number 22, Tanner Sharp on the
carry. Yeah, you still got seniors in there, starters for Lowville. I mean, it's obvious. It's pretty obvious they put their most of their starters out of the game. You're up 38-14, Coach. Put in some second stringers here.
Oh, 4th and a long 2, maybe even 3. To Sharp up the middle, falls forward. Looks like he did get the first down. In fact, the near side judge is going to motion first down.
We have a special shout out to a special person. The Rams team, coaches, family, and entire stadium would like to tell Harry Bittner, we're all fighting for you, sir. We're all behind you, wishing you nothing but the best. Your family and your Rams love you. We know it's hard right now for all of you, and we're all here for you guys.
.320 and moving on the SNK Painting fourth quarter clock.
Yeah, they're just running the clock out, basically.
Snap to Herb, hand off to Sharp. Got to about the 45. Gain of 2, and then he was pushed backwards.
Yeah. I think part of you had a group of guys. 77 Brandon Harris was one of the main tacklers. It looks like maybe some clean pants are starting to check in finally. As number 20 for the Rockets.
Antonio Rivera Ocasio.
Yeah, good job, my friend. Well, you do those hockey games, so I'm sure there's some tough names sometimes.
Oh, that one was not so bad as the head up goes up the middle to Sharp again. 2 yards and a cloud of dust. It'll be 3rd and 6 for Mineral Ridge.
Amy Russell and her family want to wish the Mineral Ridge cross country team good luck tomorrow against or at the Lordstown Invitational. I apologize. Go Rams.
Ridge a little slow getting the play in here as the SMK Painting fourth quarter clock ticks to 2 minutes.
Geez, even the paper is like moist.
Here comes the counter. Sharp off right guard, makes a spin, falls forward near the first down. I don't think he quite got it.
Very close.
I think it is going to be 4th and 1.
I mean, it's right there. They might even want to measure this. That is right there. We're right on it. I mean, they're not showing it from here.
I think he needs to get to the line marker, and he is about a football length short. Herb in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers, high snap. Herb's just going to have to take this one himself. He will get the first down as he pushes forward to about the 30 on a gain of 8.
Herb on the carry, tackle by number 27.
Barb Balestrino would like to wish the Mineral Ridge Rams team, Coach Shaner, and entire coaching staff, and especially her grandson, Brady Balestrino, a successful and please healthy remainder of the season. Go Rams.
Minute left on the SMK Painting fourth quarter clock. Herb to Sharp. Gets 1 yard, trying to spin off the pile. Still leg driving.
There he goes.
Breaks through. 15, 10. Ball down at the 5.
Oh, just at the last second, one of the Rockets there. I think that was number 8, AJ Boahike, or Boahike. I can't pronounce it correctly.
I think Bulky.
Bulky.
40 seconds left. Herb in the shotgun. Sharp, sidecar to the right. Sharp, up the middle. Touchdown.
Good job. Good job by the offensive line. Ian Herb getting them that fresh set of downs on that last 4th and short. And, hey, they're still playing. You still got Zach Stacy out there. He will be the only 4-year letter winner on this entire team. He's a senior. He's still out there. He's with all the other guys in clean uniforms. So he's just, slugging away. He's not coming out. I love that.
Landon Powell on for the extra point. Snap back, hold down, kick up. Kick is good. 32 seconds remaining on the SMK Painting fourth quarter clock. Jesse's Dairy Co. scoreboard says Lowville 38 and Mineral Ridge 21. We're going to step aside for 30 seconds. You're listening to the Bedurks Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week here on City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
Jesse's Dairy Cove is a hometown favorite, located at 3743 State Route 46, across from the gazebo in Mineral Ridge. Enjoy all of your favorite ice cream. We have over 32 hard scoop and over 40 soft serve favorites. We also have a large food menu, including homemade chili sauce, sloppy joes, pulled pork, fresh cut French fries, and mac and cheese. This fall, we'll start our homemade cookie and party trays. Visit our website at jessesdairycove.com to see our menu. At Jesse's Dairy Cove, we appreciate your business and wish good luck to the Rams.
Now back to the Bedurks Butcher Block High School Football Game of the Week on City View Sportscast.
Back at Paul Mancini Field, Lowville, Ohio, just about to wrap this one up. 32.3 seconds left on that SMK Painting fourth quarter clock. Mineral Ridge just had a 12-play, 70-yard drive capped off by a 4-yard touchdown run by Tanner Sharp, the freshman. Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard says Lowville 38 and Mineral Ridge 21. Lowville about to improve to 5-1 on the season. Mineral Ridge going to drop to 4-2.
And definitely still in the playoff hunt.
Absolutely. I think they came in ranked 5th in division, Region 21.
They're not out of it. Quick score, Ursuline Irish 25-14 in the fourth quarter against Fitch.
Powell goes for the onside kick. It is bobbled, but then chopped on as a couple of flags come out.
Rockets will have the ball.
We also have a final to that Springfield-Jackson Milton game. It's finally over. The Tigers 35, the Blue Jays 10. When we get a final on that Harding-Cheney score, we'll give it to you. Harding, the last time we saw, was up 20-7 on the Cowboys.
So Lowville to put it into action at their own 45-yard line. And I would be shocked if we aren't in victory formation here.
Correct. I mean, if you just keep running the ball, that would be
Timeout Mineral Ridge, as it was not victory formation. It was the second string offense. It looked like Ricky Wilrich was getting ready to take a shotgun snap there. So Ridge will burn their final timeout.
Thank you to Johnson Control. Johnson Controls is a world leader in smart buildings created safely and healthily and sustainable. I want to thank you for being a sponsor, and they wanted to wish the Ridge Rams good luck in their season this year. Thank you to all of our sponsors. We appreciate you very much. We couldn't be on the air without you, so thank you to each and every one of you.
So now I think they are in victory formation as they have a back 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And it is going to be Hilrich to take the snap, going to kneel down, and that will do it. Your final score here this evening, Lowville 38 and Mineral Ridge 21, as we take one final look at that Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard. We're going to step aside for 2 minutes, and when we come back, we will have the post-game show here for you on City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One Network.
Shining Stars Dance and Baton in Niles, Ohio is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level. Shining Stars would like to wish all the cheerleaders, dance line, band, feature twirler Amira, and players a successful season. Go Rams!
Jesse's Dairy Cove is a hometown favorite, located at 3743 State Route 46, across from the gazebo in Mineral Ridge. Enjoy all of your favorite ice cream. We have over 32 hard scoop and over 40 soft serve favorites. We also have a large food menu, including homemade chili sauce, sloppy joes, pulled pork, fresh cut French fries, and mac and cheese. This fall, we'll start our homemade cookie and party trays. Visit our website at jessesdairycove.com to see our menu. At Jesse's Dairy Cove, we appreciate your business and wish good luck to the Rams.
W&M Quality Roofing LLC is an insured and bonded Mahoning Valley family-owned roofing business. At W&M, we treat your roof and home as if it's our very own. Give us a call at 330-647-0610 for a free estimate. Did you get damage from the latest storm? We also offer financing and specialists for insurance claims. For professional and efficient service, call W&M Quality Roofing at 330-647-0610.
Action Physical Therapy is a locally owned outpatient physical therapy company serving the Mahoning Valley for over 20 years. With 5 convenient locations in Hubbard, Cortland, Kinsman, Salem, and Mineral Ridge. Action Physical Therapy can handle all of your physical therapy needs. Action Physical Therapy will create a unique plan made specifically for you. Call us at 1-8333-BEST-PT to schedule your evaluation today. Check us out at myactionpt.com. Get back in action with Action Physical Therapy, and as always, go Rams.
Now back to the Beduricks Butcher Block High School football game of the week on City View Sportscast.
Back at Paul Menichini Field in Lowville, Ohio. Matt Lipstack and Matt Emscher with you. Beduricks Butcher Block High School football game of the week was between the Mineral Ridge Rams and the Lowville Rockets in Lowville with the home win 38-21 on that Jesse's Dairy Cove scoreboard. Let's get you a scoring recap from tonight's game, and then we will take a look at some final statistics. Believe it or not, in this one, 59 total points. We were scoreless at the end of the first quarter, and then it was Matthew Lucido with a 27-yard field goal to give Lowville a 3-0 lead. Next score came a 7-yard pass play on a 4th and goal from Michael Balone to Braylon Dabney, 10-0 Lowville. Gino Perry, a 4-yard touchdown run, 17-0 Lowville. Ian Erb, a 5-yard touchdown run, 17-7. Michael Balone, a 29-yard touchdown pass to Matthew Lucido, 24-7 at the half. Ian Erb, a 44-yard touchdown reception from Owen Shingledecker, 24-14, and that is as close as Mineral Ridge could make it, as Landon Essenwine, a 26-yard touchdown reception from Michael Balone, 31-14. Braylon Dabney, a 20-yard touchdown reception from Balone, 38-14. And then in mop-up time, Tanner Sharp, a 4-yard touchdown run for Mineral Ridge to give us our 38-21 final. Get you some individual statistics from this evening's game. We will start with the Louisville Rockets. Leading rusher was Gino Perry, 12 carries for 59 yards and a touchdown. Michael Balone, 11 carries for 33 yards. Santonio Rivero-Casio, 6 carries for 14 yards. Michael Balone was 15 for 25 passing for 265 and 4 touchdowns. Backup quarterback number 33, Ricky Woolrich, was 0 for 1 as he threw the pass on the final play of the first half. Receiving, Braylon Dabney, 7 catches, 119 and 2 touchdowns. Bruce Brenner, 1 catch for 55 yards. Matthew Lucido, 4 catches for 47. Landon Easenwine, 1 catch for 26. And AJ Bulkey, 2 catches for 18 yards. Lucido was perfect on his extra points, 5 for 5, and 1 for 1 on field goals. His field goal was from 27. Mineral Ridge rushing statistics: Ian Erb, 17 carries for $122 and a touchdown. Tanner Sharp, 8 carries for 46 yards and a touchdown. Preston Holbrook, 5 carries for 20. Owen Shingledecker, 3 carries for 9. Brady Balestrino, 3 carries for 3. Shingledecker was 4 for 8 passing for 55 yards, a touchdown and an interception. Ian Erb was 0 for 3 passing. Erb had all 4 receptions that were completed by Shingledecker for 55 yards and a touchdown. And Matt, really, we spoke about it. The game really spun on the bobble kickoff return when it was 10-0 that led to the block punt. That then led to the touchdown for Louisville to make it 17-0.
Yeah, and it was just one thing after another. Again, I'm going to say this. Hats off to the entire Louisville Rocket program. It was a trickle-down effect from the coaching staff all the way down through the players. They started off by the coaches getting the films of X amount of games that they're allowed to have to trade with Mineral Ridge. And they obviously looked at all of the things that you and I have been worried about, that they've had trouble dealing with on the field and been weak at defensively and offensively. And they did a great job at scouting them. They had their players ready to exploit those areas, and it showed on the scoreboard.
Really, we worried, the option quarterback has given Mineral Ridge trouble, but really it was the throwing arm of Michael Balone. Again,
incredible.
265, 4 touchdowns, and just the deep ball is what beat them.
Killed them.
As 4 or 5 passing plays longer than 20 yards this evening for the Louisville offense. Well, we're going to turn the page as Mineral Ridge. Next up is Matthews. Next Friday night at Joe Lane Stadium. We're going to go on the air at 6:45. That will be September the 29th. The next night, September the 30th, the Youngstown Phantoms have their home opener. I will be on the air on Western Reserve 1 for that. Again, $5 tickets, $2 pints at that one. Call the Phantoms box office for tickets and more information, 330-747-PUCK. That is 330-747-7825. Matt, any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Well, I wanted to announce the players of the game at least.
Players of the game, we need to get those.
We have to thank our sponsors first and foremost, Colleen Moore Photography. She does all of the graphics for our players of the game and things for the week on my Facebook. I couldn't do it without her. Joe Eckenrode, who is the owner of Belleria Pizza in Niles, gives gift cards for their huge pepperoni rolls for these guys to nosh on. And most importantly, for the players of the game, Select Sportswear in Niles makes all the T-shirts, and they've been doing that and working with us for years. Those are all the sponsors, and my show, Just Football, with Matt Emshes as well. We also have a little different, spin to players of the game this week. We're doing 2 defensive players because these 2 just stood out tremendously on defense. First, on defense, Zach Stacy had one of the, if not the best that I've seen so far out of him on defense. He was just a madman, did everything he could personally to try and get them back in the game. He was everywhere. He had a sack and he had some tackles for losses. I mean, he caused him headaches all night long. Michael Balone, he was chasing him all night. And then also senior Corey Squarick. I hope I'm pronouncing that correct. I'll find out for sure. Those 2, both defensive players of the game. I also wanted to real quick mention we're getting close to the end of the season. The Beast Lineman of the Year award. We're starting to get a few guys that are separating themselves to the cream of the crop. We've got it, I think, about 3 guys. We'll decide in the last game of the week, in the McDonald game, who's going to be named the Beast Lineman of the Year award. Other than that, just learn from your mistakes. They have to try and fix up and clean up those problems that they have and the exploitation that was shown on the field. Because trust me, every other team that they play from here on out is going to want the Lowville game. So
Matthews did get their first one this season. They beat Ashtabula St. John yesterday, 30-28. And so Matthews looking to try to keep some positive momentum going forward. And it'll be the Mustangs and the Rams from Joe Lane Stadium, Easy Whitaker Field, here on City View Sportscast. We'll have the Berdurk Butcher Block High School football game of the week. Pre-game show will start at 6:45 next Friday night. For Matt Ench, I am Matt Lipsack. Thank you for tuning in tonight to City View Sportscast. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, your final score from the Jesse's Dairy Co. scoreboard. Lowville 38 and Mineral Ridge 21. We will catch you from Mineral Ridge next Friday night. Sound out.
Oh, damn.